But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Oh, boy. We'll be talking about that one today.
Hello.
In time, my friends. In time. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
How is everybody?
Good.
Good, I hope.
I got to tell you right off the bat, we were doing some show prepping. Believe it or not, we do, try to prepare for this show. And, where was I? Funny or Die, I think. One of the websites I check out. And they're ranting and raving about the Christian Bale remix they did with Bill O'Reilly's Meltdown.
Yeah.
It is awful.
You don't like that one?
And this is going to be one of those things you've either discovered yourself or you're going to get to work and someone's going to go, oh, my God, you got to hear this. It stinks.
Really? You don't like it?
No. And I'll tell you why. Because our listeners are very, very talented. I think we could come up with a much better remix. And I think if we do it sooner than later, we could get some major attention. Some major, yes, okay. Yeah, we could blow that one away. It's awful. It's choppy. It doesn't really make sense. You would never believe that Bill O'Reilly and Christian Bale are going at it. It's just two guys yelling with no real reference point. Am I looking into this
show?
Am I looking into it too deeply?
I don't know.
I mean, we can play it over here. We got to bleep the hell out of it.
Yeah, well, of course.
Actually, Sam, he's probably listening in the office. Get that immediately. Get the beeps in it. We'll play it for everybody to prove that it's not that great. And I think what we're going to do is officially start the Christian Bale remix contest on the Opie and Anthony Show. That's what I'm heading toward here today.
Now I'm psyched.
When we do these remix contests, which is every once in a while, wow. I mean, they're great.
Yeah, the listeners really do have a talent for putting together crap like that.
I think the last one we did was the Robert Kelly remix when he broke his knee, man.
Broke my knee, man.
And some of the remixes that came in were just spectacular.
Yeah.
And if Robert Kelly was famous, this thing would have went viral, but no one really cares about Robert Kelly except us in our little world.
They take, my favorite's when they take movie dialogue from some of the movies. From some of the movies that are our favorites. And then they just pop in the portions of the little tapes that we get, like Christian Bale, and make it funny.
Yeah, I think people could get the raw tape at this point, the Christian Bale meltdown.
Yeah,
right?
it's everywhere.
All right, and then work on them, and you get a little credit. You don't have to use the entire Christian Bale meltdown. You pick your parts you like and throw it into something else and send it in. And we'll play the best ones on the air, and we'll have some fun with this.
What's your favorite clips?
Yeah, that is my favorite. Very jealous you have that in your machine.
That's his imitation of the guy just kind of walking through his scene.
Yeah.
Because he was all mad. So. Like, you're just walking through the...
Yeah, so let's get that going. The remix contest is on. I think there's some clients laying around looking for a little exposure, so we could get some money or something for the winner of the contest.
Sure.
Jimmy! Good evening.
Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy has arrived. 877-212-ONA. Now, we were doing a post-show meeting yesterday.
Yes, we were. I had my jacket on. I was in the position that most people are in when they ready to take off for a race.
Yeah.
1 foot down, waiting for the starting gun.
Oh, man.
I am a get the F out of the building kind of guy when we're off the air. And then they're like, oh, we have a meeting about something? I'm like, ugh.
You know what's funny about that? Like I'm not, or like everyone else is like, oh, meeting time, can't wait. We're all get the F out guy.
Yeah, all right.
You act like you're this rare specimen.
That is true. He'll text you. He actually usually text you at 4:30 in the afternoon. What are you doing? Still at work, Bob. How about you?
Yeah. Name one person.
A little extra time.
Name one person that's the guy that wants to sit around and can't wait for the meeting to start.
Earl was.
I talked to Earl last night. But,
how's that going?
We'll talk. Delusional.
Oh, boy.
Delusional.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were doing the meeting.
He's white? What? Oh, Jimmy.
Exactly what I'm
Jimmy got to take his coat off and sit down before he spits out the same lines I do, and I spit out his lines.
So we're doing the meeting. And we were discussing a possible live broadcast on St. Patty's Day. Mm-hmm. And I believe it's sponsored by Guinness, right?
Aye.
So they're starting to get mentions already, even though they're not officially signed. So that's good for them. And Anthony goes, wow, I could really use a Guinness. And I think he's kind of doing a little brown-nosing. But no, you went home and you got your Guinness and a few others.
It worked. They're advertising.
The power of advertising.
In our meeting. They advertised in our meeting amongst a group of people, and it worked because the second Guinness was brought up.
Yeah.
I was like, God, I really would like a Guinness.
And I'm rolling my eyes like, dude, we don't have to do this to, the sales guy's there. I'm like, stop.
No, because
for real, you went home and you got your Guinness.
I got a text from Danny, and it's like, dude, where's the Guinness?
Really?
I'm like, all right, you're offering. Come on over, bring some Guinness.
Well, it is Wednesday.
Wednesday's a great day to just kick back and drink some Guinness.
Yeah.
It's hump day, Opie. Hump day, coming to the middle of the week.
Is this?
Climb that mountain to the middle of the hump. Now we're sliding down the back end toward the weekend.
So how many Guinness did you have? Or Guinnesses?
I don't know. When I went downstairs,
how do you plural that?
Put my shoes on.
Guinea. How many Guinea you have?
There were just those cans and the bottles just strewn about out there. I hope, when Ange comes over and Keith, they,
How many did you have?
The maids just left, and I destroyed the place with beers and pizza boxes. And
how many hours of drinking, and how many did you have?
Yeah.
And I'm not making fun of you
Guinness,
today.
Let me think. I don't know how many Guinness I had. I had a couple of Bud Lights beforehand.
Just to warm up?
Yeah, warming up in the bullpen.
You know how many beers it would take for me to, not even be able to function or be here today?
Really?
3 to 4. 4, maybe.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I can tell you I had more than 4.
That's why I'm asking, and I'm not beating you up. I listened to you go, I went home and had some Guinnesses and stuff, and I'm looking at him like, he doesn't look hungover. I would be a nightmare.
It's definitely a time thing. If you're,
I can't even do that.
If you're drinking
not enough hours
over a period of time, if you're pounding them and it's late, there's a problem. See, I was done drinking by probably 8 o'clock.
That is way too late for me.
That gives me like a good full night's sleep and everything.
Do you feel hungover now?
No.
That is amazing.
No, and I'm the worst
with
with
tolerance
hangovers.
Thing, man.
I'm the worst with hangovers because if I'm hungover, you'll know it.
It's the tolerance thing. I mean, I'll have a glass of wine every once in a while. If I go for that second glass, I'm like, what time? I'm doing all sorts of calculations.
Yeah,
it's the worst.
We were drinking a few Guinness, and then you get a little buzz on, and then we decided we had to pop in the office and watch the training episode again.
Oh, the English Office?
Laughing my ass off at that one.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Very cool.
Your face. There is he is a character to me now on TV that is equivalent, at least right up there with Ralph Cramden, as being one of the best characters ever on television. The repeat watchability of this boob is just unbelievable. Again, like last night, drinking a few beers and had to pop in that the training episode.
That's a hell of a statement, my friend.
I know.
That's a hell of a statement.
He is. Every little move the guy makes is hysterical. Bumbling with his tie. It's just fantastic. Pointing at things, the stupid smile.
We've talked to him about it. I don't think he realized what he really had. I'm sorry. That thing, I'm three seasons and out.
Not even, it was 2.
It was 2.
Two.
It was special.
You're right, 2. I don't think he says stuff like it was perfect and I want to leave it there and blah blah blah. I don't think he really understood at the time what he really had in his grasp.
That he was performing. Honestly, performing a masterpiece.
Yeah. And if you get into 6 to 8 seasons, that's crazy. But 2 seasons, he could have easily done a 3rd or 4th without losing anything.
Well, you know what? And again, a comparison with the Honeymooners. Only so many episodes of the original, the real funny ones. Those lost episodes. The The later ones he tried to do in color.
Ugh.
With Meredith McRae as his wife.
Just reminds you. Just reminds you that you're going to get old someday.
Horrible.
I like keeping it in the black and white thing.
But there were only, what was it, the original 39 episodes.
Yeah. But that's
only 39 episodes.
That's 3 seasons.
It's still, it's not that many.
But back then, 3 seasons were a lot for those shows, no?
Yeah, what were they pumping them out every week?
I mean, all the shows we grew up with, if you'd be amazed how little. Yes,
they used to average 26 episodes a year. So you get 13 in the fall, 13 in the spring. So that really would only be a year and a half. Now they're doing like 20 when they do an average show.
Mm-hmm. The Office was 2 6-episode seasons.
Yeah, that was it.
Extras,
but that's typical for British television.
Yeah, they only have 12 episodes basically.
This is, yeah.
12. That's it.
12 half-hour. I couldn't believe when I bought the box set. I first heard of it. I was like, what is this?
Yeah. New technology. They figured out how to put like a lot of episodes on.
Yeah, on one disc.
No, that's it. That's all you get.
I was so in love with the show when I was watching it the first time, going through it. After the first disc is like, I'm like, all right, where's episode 7?
Yeah, that's all you get.
But there wasn't one.
No.
Where's episode 7?
I think it's a great idea what he did anyway, because it puts it in that you want more.
Oh.
There's not going to be more. It's just a classic and so well done. So I had to throw in the training episode where he is just a boob. Well, there's been a rape up there. He'll always get their attention. He's wrong with everything he says when the training guy comes in. And he's trying to make like he's part of it. He should just sit down and watch the guy do the training thing. But he's got to be part of it because he's the leader. And everything he says is wrong.
Like when he says, when he's talking, in the training video, the guy burns a little bit of money and he goes, you can't really do that. That's illegal. He's talking to this guy about how that's not real money.
Yeah.
And it's like, it has nothing to do with what they meant on the video. He's burning the money to make a point. And he's like getting so in depth into how illegal it is to burn with the queen, of the realm. Of the realm. Yeah, just hysterical.
So it was a nice Guinness afternoon.
Guinness afternoon.
Guinness in the English office.
And then just bam, asleep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool.
That's how I rolled.
All right, listen, just get warmed up. We'll go to the phones next. 877-212-ONA. Peanut butter lovers, stick around.
Woof, woof.
Wait till you hear what was going on in the peanut factory.
Oh, no, not that peanut factory in Georgia that has all the salmonella?
Well, there's,
oh, jeez, I can only wonder.
I wish it was only, salmonella at this point.
Oh, really?
Wow. Some workers are talking. Wow.
Now, I hear it supplied peanut and peanut butter products to, like, secondary peanut butter stuff. Like if you get those crackers with peanut butter on it at the store. That kind of
energy
But
bars.
if you're buying a jar of peanut butter, you're safe.
I'm still drinking my peanut butter smoothies. I don't give a crap.
Yuck.
But is that
Protein, my friend. Protein.
Is the peanut butter safe, though?
I don't know.
Is it safe?
Who knows? Are they? If the peanut butter's still on the grocery shelves, it's safe.
That's very dangerous. Be very careful.
Very, very careful, Sam. Is it safe?
Yeah. So safe you wouldn't believe it. He just doesn't want that drill in his teeth.
No, who would?
The marathon man when Olivier. The beautiful thing about Olivier questioning Dustin Hoffman and the Marathon Man is there's not 1 ounce of giveaway to the menace he's about to unleash on this man. He's going to drill his teeth with no anesthesia, and he's pleasantly chit-chatting while opening the kit. He rolls his sleeves up. Enjoy your youth.
He's having a little chat with him.
Oof. All right, we'll get into the peanut butter factory story. Not good. Not good.
No, well, I hate peanut butter. Don't eat it. Good for you.
And Tiger Woods is about to play golf again.
Is he?
He had to sit out about 8 to 9 months with some injuries.
Yeah.
Guess who he's going to play golf with first?
Greg Hughes.
Oh, my God. I'd pay for that.
You choke so bad.
Huh?
You think you'd choke?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you hit that first tee, and it's like, it's got to be straight and long. I just tell you, just keep it straight. Wham, shank it.
He would have to have some patience. I would show him some skills, like one or two really good shots. Like,
one or two.
Where he would go, wow.
And then he'd do the one where he takes the club, turns it backwards, goes lefty, and just outdrives you.
Yeah.
You see that clip? It's hysterical.
Wait, he can hit lefty, too?
Dude, he takes a righty club,
right?
Goes lefty, and tees off with it upside down, with the club like backwards.
What, the driver?
No, regular
like an iron?
Yeah, and he takes it, spins it, so it's now hanging down in front of the club, and then bam, clocks that thing straight, long. Guys, magic.
Amazing. Well, he's coming back to golf, and he's gonna play his first round with a very special person. We'll tell you who next. Opie and Anthony. Why would our equipment work? We only bitch about it every effing day, but people think I'm nuts.
There's no money in the budget for fixing things. So we just kind of,
So we come back from commercial all awkward.
All awkward and silent.
Just stumbling over ourselves.
Not like with that powerful, nice, like, hey, it's Opie and Anthony. It's, Thursday morning. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, believe it or not, I understand, like, things happen. But when it happens on a regular basis, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get some things fixed around here. So now we have to do take two. Good morning to you. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
At least it's rocking.
Yeah.
Our company doesn't care, so why should we? 877-212-0NA. Hope everyone's doing okay this morning.
Good morning.
LeBron James lit up the Knicks for 52 points last night. I was watching the game, just hoping that he was going to set the new record at Madison Square Garden. You know, the record that Kobe just set.
Yes.
LeBron James steps on the Garden floor. He has 20 points in the first quarter. I'm like, all right, now we're talking.
Yeah.
And he sucked me into the game. And he ended up with 52, so fell a little short.
Yeah, little.
But still a fine performance by LeBron James beating the Knicks last night.
I heard that on the news on the way in. I was going to, kind of surprise you with my basketball knowledge.
Oh, really?
With my basketball knowledge at that.
You hate basketball.
I know. I despise basketball. It's, I've said it before, it's, shoot, shoot. And the most exciting part of a game is, in any sport, is the scoring.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just too much scoring in basketball for it to be exciting every time they do it. When the scores get into the hundreds, it's just silly. It's the last part of the game, the end, when the coaching comes into play, when they're fouling people, doing the free throws, where the last, 10 seconds, last 10 minutes. That's the part that I can tolerate, because when it's a close game. Other than that, who watches the beginning of a basketball game? Oh, 2! Yeah! Yeah, 2!
It's 2-0!
I think they're going to win this one.
You would have a heart attack by 10 o'clock if you dealt with that.
No.
When was the last time you watched a basketball game? It's got to be a decade easily.
Dude, the last time I watched a full basketball game was in probably 1982.
For real?
Yeah. I was
ABA?
thrown out of my house. No, it was college.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Valvino was still coaching.
Oh,
Valvano or Val.
You just
the dead guy.
Yeah.
The dead guy.
Valvano, right?
Yeah,
you mispronounced his name to a point. I'm like, wow, I forgot.
Valvano, Vino. I don't know what his name is.
I know who you're talking about.
But I was watching the whole college thing toward the end when they were getting into the March Madness.
Yeah.
And I kind of got into that because I was living in a house with a friend's house because I was homeless at the time. I have no home.
I knew there was a reason. As soon as you said it was 82 and I was kicked out of my house, and that was the last time I saw a basketball game, I'm thinking you went to some local college just to stay warm and you had to sit through a boring women's basketball game or something.
No, it was a friend's house that I was staying at, and he had a crap load of brothers.
Yeah,
and
they all loved it.
And they all loved the basketball, and I was just staying there, so I didn't have power to say, "Hey guys, could you turn the basketball game on and put on the Brady Bunch or something?"
Yeah.
So I sat there and watched it and kind of got into it, but I realized even then, it's all about the end of the game. So
too much scoring, right?
Too much scoring, and the scoring is the part of any sport that makes it exciting.
You know what? Sport has scoring down perfectly.
What?
Just enough scoring to keep you happy.
Football?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Football.
Football is, and that proves
Football
the point.
has perfect scoring.
When
just enough.
When they score in football, you are like, yeah, and it really means something.
Right.
It's like, wow, all right, that put them up by a touchdown.
Yeah.
That means something. Like that's not easy. Like the team that they're playing against doesn't necessarily take the field and score a touchdown.
Right.
And then the other team does.
Right.
And it comes down to the end. Baseball, a home run, it does, bases loaded, home run, very exciting.
Baseball,
a lot of people scoring, and it means something.
But baseball's erratic. It's like it has perfect scoring, then it doesn't have enough scoring.
Exactly.
It's just all over the place.
One-sided blowout kind of a thing.
But pretty much you can watch any football game, and the scoring is going to be just right.
Yeah.
Hockey needs more scoring.
A little more scoring.
Just a little bit more.
But think of when that puck goes in and that light goes on.
It's exciting as hell.
Everyone screams. It's exciting.
Right.
When people score in basketball, especially at the beginning of the game, it's just like, right, we know we're going to sit through so much of this. But then at the end, when, it's a very close game and someone hits a three-pointer, it's like, yeah! Because, again, it means something.
The last 5-10 minutes of a game is good. Soccer, just ridiculous.
Soccer is like, where is the scoring?
Don't even call, you soccer freaks.
Stop.
Hey, it's not about the scoring. Yeah, really, I've tried.
Set up a couple of nets on a sod farm and have these guys running a quarter mile to the goal. It's ridiculous.
Look, who's a big soccer fan? Our buddy Judah, who's coming.
Yeah, great. Is he?
Loves stupid soccer.
Go move to Europe.
Great. Make sure we don't ask him any soccer questions because I could care less.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not closed-minded. I
just like the name soccer.
I like my sports, and I've tried. I've watched World Cup soccer.
Yeah.
I just can't get into it.
Can't get that whole.
And people are like, no, you don't understand. It's all about the strategy and how they work.
The whole world sees it as the biggest sport. Yeah.
When you play a sport where they could go to commercial during the action.
Yeah.
Come on.
Exactly.
Because they know, look, you're really not going to miss anything. They're just going to kick the ball back and forth another 100 times while we sell some products.
I just don't like a game where you can get hit in the head with the ball and it doesn't make the blooper reel. It's part of the highlights. It's like, how?
Yeah.
I never liked playing soccer in school either. Like they would trot you out for gym. And you'd play soccer, and it was like, I don't want to use my head. It hurts.
I hated soccer.
No hands. What's that about? It's the river dance of sports. I don't want to play that. Looks silly.
Speaking of sports, Hammer and Hank. Good old Hank. Good old Hank Aaron.
Happy birthday to you.
How old do you think Hank Aaron is, Jimmy?
Let me guess. I'm going to guess.
Good God, is our lives just flying by.
77.
All right, you're right around there. 75 today. Hank Aaron is 75 years old. They showed Willie Mays recently when they did the last game at Shea Stadium. Time is a bitch.
Really?
Kind of had someone helping him out a little bit walking on the field.
Jesus.
Not really holding him or anything, but just kind of there.
Yeah.
The great Willie Mays. We did the LeBron thing. There was one other thing. Oh, Woods.
Yeah.
He hasn't played since the Masters last year. April, it's been almost 9 months, I guess, right? March, about 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
He's finally ready to play. He's going to play his first round of golf with who?
Barack Obama.
Of course.
Yeah.
That was the worst tease I've ever done.
I didn't even know it. I didn't hear it, but I knew it had to be.
Of course. But you know what? Someone said...
That's cool. It's like one black guy playing.
Because they're... Yeah, I get
it. Both multiracial, as you would say. They both have a black and a white parent. So, yeah.
They consider themselves black, though.
I'm sure they'll be,
one of the instant feedbackers wrote, "Is it Governor Patterson?" I love to give you credit, but
God,
your feedback is long gone.
The golf balls have better sight than he does.
He's a 1600 handicap.
They start their round on a Tuesday and it ends on a Thursday.
Tiger was just flown home. His kid's graduating high school.
Right.
Oh,
don't tell my left.
That's a peach, Governor.
Right. Hitting it into the water.
Whee!
Yeah. So there you go, not Governor Patterson. Woods will be playing Obama as he makes his comeback into the PGA.
What kind of game does Barry Hussein play?
Easy.
Is he good? What? That's his name. What? It's his name, Barry, and his middle name's Hussein. So I call him Barry Hussein.
Wow, this didn't take too long. It only took 38 minutes.
How's he playing?
What's his handicap there, Stunt Brain? That's something
I could tell you, but I get in trouble.
They haven't released it, but he looks like he's got a pretty good swing. He's athletic, all the basketball.
You can't figure out what he shoots on a golf course. It's got to be out there somewhere.
I'll see if I can find it.
You could get an unofficial handicap for the guy.
They're not welcome at Bushwood.
I would say that Barack shoots about... He's breaking 100. I don't think he's breaking 90, though.
He's 18 to 20.
Yeah, I don't think he's breaking 90. And it should be mentioned that Roger Staubach, Jimmy, a big Cowboys fan, is 67 today. Yeah, exactly.
Hank Aaron was always old to me, but 67 on Staubach.
That's crazy, right?
That's old.
Okay. Golf Digest lists him as a 16.
Wow, we almost nailed it.
That's pretty good.
Almost nailed it. That means he is breaking 90. Doing about an 88 every time out.
Another one I saw that wasn't quite sports related, but Christopher Guest.
Yeah.
Is 61 years old.
Shut up.
Dude.
Is that really? Wow, you're right.
61.
What the hell's going on?
Nigel Tufnell from Spinal Tap, 61.
What's up with this time thing, man?
I don't know. It just keeps ticking along.
I thought we were going to be the generation where they figure out how to live forever, but I guess we're going to fall short, too.
I guess
Great.
everybody thought
Thanks.
that.
Thanks, scientists. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I'm like, you know what? I started doing kind of figuring out in my head. I'm like, you know what? We have a shot at this. We could be the generation.
The immortal generation.
Right. No, we're going to fall short. Thanks, scientists.
They just figure out how to tack more of those horrid old years onto the end of your life where, the sickness comes in and all that. They tack that on. They've given you a few more of those years.
Dude, I'll tell you, though, I was in the gym the other day. I saw Regis working out.
Yeah.
I happen to be...
oh, yeah?
I belong to the same gym as Regis.
I'm pumping iron.
I see him from time to time. And
pumping iron.
He had some of that angioplasty, right? That guy is an animal for his age in the gym. Really? He's an animal. And he's got to be pushing 80. He's got to be, 70? I would guess 76, 77.
He's no kid.
Dude, he's an animal.
Yeah.
Which gives me a little hope. Just a little hope.
Yeah.
You keep yourself in shape, maybe. Maybe you could, have a productive older life. I don't know.
Well, you can, but, there's always going to be the old aches and pains and all that.
There's always going to be Guinness.
Crap.
There's always going to be some Guinness.
Hey, that's the cures whatever ails you.
Yeah.
I have a question for Stunt Brain. It's non-sports related.
Oh.
Is the SEC a government-run agency?
Yeah. Well, it's the licensee of the Securities and Exchange Commission. I believe it is government-run.
Because this independent guy, is saying that he has been warning them about Bernie Madoff for years.
Yeah, over a decade.
How is the government bailing out all these banks and not bailing out these investors when they're the arm of their watchdog group, who's a member of their God Almighty, this is what happens when a dummy discusses Wall Street. An arm of the government like that, whose job it is to protect investors. How are they not being held financially responsible for the people he raped and ruined financially? How is that?
They've been getting away with murder down there.
But how are people not getting back $150,000 when that's all they had and they lost it to the scumbag?
Yeah, that's a tough decision to make, that you're going to start reimbursing investors for getting into fraudulent. Only because it's supposed to be government supervised.
And the SEC has been warned so many times. They were warned in Boston, New York. They were warned multiple times, and they did nothing.
Well, you wonder if it's going to fall into the same situation as a failed bank, with a limit on it of how much money you can recoup. Because, the limit on your bank stuff is $200,000 right now.
But it's amazing. If there's something illegal going on and you profit, the government doesn't limit how much they can go back and take back from you.
That's right.
So, and then they don't limit that. They don't limit how much you can lose in the stock market, but they limit how much you can write off on losses, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But they don't limit how much they can tax if you gain.
Absolutely.
So they're just scumbags. They constantly have it rigged. Yeah. How are they not? How are they not?
Exactly. They have it rigged.
But I'm not saying they're responsible for bad investments. But when the SEC has been warned time and time and time again over a 10-year period, and they blow it every time, the government should be responsible for that.
You might be able to file a suit against them that they were, as an investor, file a suit. And
Good luck.
Not against Madoff, but against the actual SEC.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Maybe you can't. I don't know. Suing the government is one of those tricky things, but
they've been getting away with murder down there.
Yeah,
it'll get better from this day on, but it doesn't help the people that got screwed.
It should.
See your statement?
Up or down?
It was flat.
All right, good.
I was amazed.
Good.
I don't know what kind of magic old Barry's doing, but Jesus Christ.
For once, we did the right thing. So many people try to get their just grubby little hands on me.
Mitts.
And everyone's like, I don't understand why you don't invest more. I'm like, I just had a weird feeling.
Yeah.
And if I did invest the way some of these guys really wanted me to, and supposedly they were trustworthy, there wasn't boiler room crap, I would have been murdered.
Dude, I got to tell you about.
We still took a hit, but not as bad as some of these other guys out there.
The Bank of America calls me like crazy.
But they all
to have me invest with them.
Yeah.
So months ago, maybe even over a year ago, about a year ago, I go in and I talk with this guy, and he's trying to sell me on equities and just buying stocks like crazy. And I'm telling him, look, I'm a safe guy. Mm-hmm. I don't want high risk. I don't need a high-risk portfolio. I need something that's going to be steady growth, blue chips, just things like that.
I'm raising my hand.
Yes?
Why can't you live like that in your personal life? Anthony Cumia, go.
I do. I really do.
You're talking about safe, no risk.
Oh, I understand. Yeah. Well, I need some risk somewhere. We all need our vices. We all have our vices, and mine.
If your personal life was a portfolio, wow,
I'd be a safe guy.
Wow.
No, but if your portfolio was your personal life, you would have invested everything you had in an experimental drug that cured hangnails.
Right. Oh my God. That. You'd be on the street crying. You'd be down there in the Bowery, even though that's old school stuff.
A bum.
You'd be a bum.
A bum.
Well, what'd they say at Bank of America?
I talked to this guy. I talked to this guy for over an hour, and he was just one of these, and I could spot him a mile away, one of these shady, just trying to get the commission kind of a guy. So I talked to them, told him what I wanted. He goes, okay, come back next week. We made an appointment. He goes, I'll have a whole thing laid out for you that shows, exactly what you've been talking about and we've been talking about. This guy didn't listen to a word I said. I came back a week later. He pulls out this all these speculative sheets of what I should be in and stuff, and it's all stocks, high risk. And I looked at him and I said to him, I go, did you listen to a word I said? I go, look what you have me in.
You should have tracked that stuff to see where you'd be at.
Well,
today.
he was telling me, he goes,
oh, wow.
He goes, you want to know where the Dow's going to be in a year?
Uh-huh.
He goes, you want to know?
Please say 10,000.
10, dude. He goes, I'll tell you right now, you're looking at 15,000 Dow. 15,000.
Are we?
And I go, if you could predict that, why are you sitting in that seat?
Right.
I tell him that. Why are you sitting in that seat?
Exactly.
I go, there's no way. And the Dow was over 10, and it was on, an upswing. Everybody was feeling pretty good about things. But I'm not the high-risk investment guy. And he did. The point was, he didn't listen to a word I said.
None of them do.
So I did it as a courtesy.
Because they got their own agenda.
Because I'm always going to stick with Barry. So I just did this as a courtesy and to stop him from calling me. Every day he was calling me. So I'm like, all right, I'll see what this guy has to say. You know what he said? Nothing. He was trying to swindle me like these asses you read about in the paper. So go screw. I hope your clients got taken, and I hope they were stupid enough to listen to you.
Yeah.
And now you either got fired or one of them choked you.
Let me get into this. Barry, love him too, but his bedside manner stinks. He's the most boring guy I've ever met in my life, which probably is a good thing. That means he's focusing on just dumb stuff.
Yes.
So he doesn't fill that brain with actual stuff that could be fun to talk about.
Dude.
But, I'm now married. Most people know that, and life insurance and all that, and wills. And his scenarios, he came over one day with me and my young, new wife. Well, let's just say that Greg is driving to Long Island and dies in a fiery car wreck.
Or a frostbite.
Right. Right. Thank you, Jim. Let's just say, here's the scenario.
A fiery wreck could eat up your wife.
Here's the scenario I lay out for you. He's driving home to Long Island to visit his family, and his car explodes, and he's trapped in the car, and he's burning. And I'm like, what are you doing?
The skin is bubbling off his body as he's clawing at the closed window.
Right.
You're like, Barry, do we have to do that? I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's Barry. I know talking about life insurance and wills is just a creepy subject for anyone. So you make it very basic.
Yes.
But he gives you scenarios. Well, let's say he all of a sudden spots something on his skin, and a year later he's down to 45 pounds and he's in a hospice.
Dude, he comes over to my house and does the same thing. He's morbid. Yes. He's a morbid guy.
I think he enjoys
He'll sit down, and I don't mind talking about my investments. He's very concise about showing you where your money is going. He's very good. He's very good at what he does. He keeps his eye open as far as politics goes, so he knows politically how that's going to affect finances, and accordingly he'll work your stocks.
He's like the businessman. Does he invest for you, or is he the guy that oversees the investors? Like, he'll deal with the brokers and stuff like that.
He'll invest. He'll take your money and alter where it goes, but keeping in mind that you want to be conservative. Yeah. You want, like we work through charts and everything where I want my money in these types of investments.
That's very safe.
So very safe. So he'll put him around in similar things, but he'll move stuff around if he sees something on the horizon coming up. But he'll sit there, and I don't mind going through the business end of it, but then he'll be like, and not even about me. He'll just be, I have this client, can't say his name, but he lost both of his legs in an industrial accident. Yeah. And he just didn't have the insurance. Yeah. And I'm sitting there going, I don't want to hear this.
He did say another scenario. He goes, Greg makes his living using his voice. It's not far-fetched to get, throat cancer.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Shut up.
Shut the F up. All right, we'll get a will and some life insurance, you idiot. We all understand that, that something's going to happen to all of us eventually.
He comes to the door with the hood over his head and a sickle.
Right. And by the way, everyone dies horrififically.
Some people die what they love.
Everyone,
like the skydiver.
Everyone dies a horrific death. I've been reading this book on all these very famous people, and then their story always turns to how they died, and it was tragically. We all die tragically. Maybe a very, very tiny percent of us could live to a ripe old age with not many medical issues, and you die at your summer home with the summer breeze coming in the window with your family around. But the rest of us, we will die horrifically.
With that,
That is just the reality of living a life.
Yeah, here it is. You're looking at the waves with your big pudding head brain tumor from ER.
You got the nurse in your room, and she's giving you just enough morphine just to make it a little easier to see the angels.
There it is. I think I see the light.
Right.
There's a light. And, the cool breeze is blowing in from the palm trees as the huge sliding glass doors open, and the kind of transparent white curtains are slowly blowing in the wind. That's wonderful.
You die.
And then death comes in and hacks you to pieces.
Right. Because I'm so sick of reading about famous people and stuff, and they always have to turn it with and tragically.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how it ends for everybody.
Yeah.
Tragically.
Oh, there's a Mr. Death here.
Tell him to come back.
The salmon mood. Shut up, you Americans. Mr. Death here.
So Barry, shut up with your scenario.
Yeah, let's just talk finances.
Hey, did
Barry.
I tell the story on the air because it goes with what we're saying? I was at that restaurant. Did I just tell you guys?
One?
No, over the weekend with my brother and my sister-in-law. Did I tell that story on the air? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because some of the stuff we just tell to each other. I'll tell it again just in case. I think I might have. I was at dinner with my brother and my sister-in-law, their two kids, and my wife, and we're having a wonderful meal somewhere in Jersey. And the guy who owns the restaurant is a really big fan of the show, so he comes over and says hi, and then he talks about this. It's horrible.
Then a cop got shot in the throat.
Well,
how's the Italian food here? Shut up.
Some guy was bumped into you coming out of the toilet with something in his hand.
He goes. A cop friend of mine who's also a really big fan of the show. He's. I think his wife was pregnant with their fourth kid. I think it was 4 kids. And all of a sudden, she had a little problem down below. They take her to the hospital. She's bleeding out. Did I say this on this? Oh, I did. Anyway, just for the people that didn't hear. And they were able to get the baby out, but she didn't make it. So now he's a widower with 4 kids.
Happy birthday for that kid.
And I'm like, why are you telling us this? We got 2 little kids at the table, and my brother's wife is pregnant with their 3rd child. I'm like,
and you got to say this.
I'm like, what is the purpose of this?
What person in their right mind would tell that story in that scenario?
Right.
Why does that story come up?
Maybe pull me aside and go, look, the guy's a big fan, and he's obviously going through hell right now. But to announce it to the table, right after my brother's like, oh, my wife's expecting. I think that's what made him think of this story, because my brother goes, oh, she's pregnant with our 3rd child, due somewhere in August. Oh, really? Speaking of, and then tells this horrific story.
Just say it. Club Soda Kenny said it.
Yeah, he would.
You know what?
He would.
That's what I want to say about Barry. I want to give Barry Club Soda Kenny's number. Those two would be the best friends ever.
Yes. So did you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be. Let me tell you about a body I saw. It was a child after a car wreck.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope they were insured. You know, one time, I know there was a head-on collision, and the entire family went through the windshield. Really? Tell me all about it.
That's terrific.
Yeah, terrific.
I need to hear more.
2 of them on the phone with their pants around their ankles, telling death stories.
Right.
You know, the tragedy's one part of the fun, but you ain't had the fun of telling the family a loved one's dead.
Right.
And then he'll say, oh, yes, I have, because I've got to tell them that they had no insurance and they have to pay for everything. And then they both giggle. 2 schoolgirls.
I hate those commercials, too, where they show the old couples, and it's like, what are you doing, hon? They're always drinking coffee in their kitchen.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing, hon? I'm looking at life insurance. Life insurance? Yes, we don't have enough. And then as the voiceover's going on, it's old people pointing at pamphlets. Mm-hmm. They are just constantly pointing, and I'm like, what could they be pointing at? A Colonial Penn, life insurance. And then some dumb paid celebrity comes out and talks about how it only costs $5 per unit.
Yeah.
And then you see in the fine print, 1 unit is $10 of life insurance. You need 1 million units to pay for your coffin, you fossil.
I've changed my tune now that I'm married, but beforehand, Barry's like, you know, if you die, you don't want the government, taking your money, do you? Yeah. I'm like, I'm dead. I don't care. And this is really how I felt before I got married. I don't care.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me. I don't give a crap.
We have to
make my money after I die.
We have to make sure we've taken care of our final expenses.
Yeah, final expenses.
Final expenses.
Ugh.
That's what they do. And then they always have some morbid story in the commercial. Oh, June's husband, it was so sudden. She's left with funeral costs. I won't let that happen. We don't want to be a burden to the kids. You have been for years. They're just waiting. They'll pay the final expenses. At least that means final.
June's husband was found with a belt around his neck in the closet and pornographic magazines at his feet.
But now they can live their lives better because they took care of that.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, and now point at the pamphlet.
Robert Klein had a very funny bit on insurance commercials and how they how the advertising is structured. It's Robert Klein at Yale. It's many years ago. But God damn it, was it funny.
Good.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
He was funny back in the day.
It's great.
Yeah.
One of the best ever.
He influenced a lot of people.
Oh, Klein was one of the master, man.
I was just reading about that the other day, too.
Get old Robert Klein stand-up stuff from like 75. I think he did the first HBO special, actually.
Wow.
I don't think it's Marlon. I think it was him.
All right, we could continue with that. We never got to the peanut factory story.
Oh.
The workers are talking. We'll get into that.
Teasing like the goddamn news now. You said it's deadly, and we're going to tell you about it, and now you didn't say it.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Also, Christian Bale, they remixed his rant with O'Reilly's rant.
He's a naughty guy.
And this is going to be all over the place today. You've either found it on your own or someone's going to turn you on to this today. I personally think it sucks. So we're starting the Christian Bale remix contest. We don't know what the prize is yet, but we'll figure something out. So take the Christian Bale audio and do something fun with it. Kind of like what you did with the Robert Kelly thing, using movie clips or whatever.
Whatever.
Stuff from our show.
Yep.
And we'll play the best ones on the air, give you a little credit, and hopefully we'll have a nice little prize for you as well at the end of it, okay?
Right.
And after the break, we'll play the Christian Bale O'Reilly thing, which I think is a C at best. But they're ranting and raving about this on all the websites today like it's the greatest thing ever. That and, wow, just lots to do today, so stay there. Opie and Anthony. Yeah, we got a busy one today. It's the Opie and Anthony show. I think tonight is the big night for Jim Norton. Oh, yeah. He starts his Caroline's run, right?
Yeah, tonight through Thursday. Tonight through Sunday.
212-757-4100. Yes. All right, listen, we got two things. The Christian Bale O'Reilly thing or the Peanut Factory. Which one you want, Ant? I go to you.
I would say I want to know about the peanuts.
Okay. The recall is, the list is getting bigger and bigger. I'm still eating my peanut butter because I love it. Because stupid me, I get a lot of allergy attacks, so I self-diagnose myself like everybody else out there. So I decided that I was allergic to peanuts and stopped eating my favorite thing in the whole world for 5 or 6 years. Finally went to an allergist, which I should have done to begin with, and the lady's like, hey, dope, you're not allergic to peanuts. It's like ragweed and all this other crap and cats and dogs. I'm like, really? So I went right back to eating my peanut butter. But people are having problems with their peanut butter. You've never liked peanut butter? Oh, my God.
No, it's like, I like peanuts. I don't like peanut butter.
So then you should go with some of that natural peanut butter that has a lot less sugar and crap in it.
I think it's the texture thing. Just don't like it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Even crunchy yet?
Crunchy rules.
It's like duty.
Crunchy peanut butter rules.
I don't like eating things that are like duty.
Speaking of duty, what kind of hat are we giving E-Rock tomorrow?
Duty.
Are we doing the cabbage? The cabbage thing?
Cabbage hat.
Or cabbage hair?
Get a giant, big cabbage head and then cut it out like a helmet.
Yeah.
And then smear stuff on his head to hold it on.
Yeah.
And then smash it on his head like an oldie-style football helmet.
We're going to have to get a few cabbages and then just kind of like paste it all together on his head.
Yeah.
Make it look like an old school like swimming cap that the...
like the old ladies wore with the little flowers on them and stuff.
Yeah. Someone's suggesting watermelon head.
Sardines.
All right, here's the peanut butter
buttermilk on his head.
The workers are talking. The workers from the peanut factory are talking.
They're talking.
And my CD player's not talking.
That's it. Relax.
The stories Jonathan Prather is telling, a peanut factory with incessant roach problems and more.
A rat was dry roasted in the peanuts.
Where do you get those?
A rat was fry roasted in the peanuts.
It sounds delicious.
Huh?
Dry roasted.
Dry roasted. How do you dry roast?
I don't know, but they always say dry roasted peanuts. That's like the big selling point for peanuts.
Yeah.
It's roasted, yet it's dry.
Oh, I thought that was a humor thing.
Oh, it's dry. Oh.
Dry roasted peanuts.
Oh.
Oof, fish in midair and
Are sensational to hear. And further disturbing news for his former employer, the Peanut Corporation of America, or PCA, now at the center of a salmonella outbreak and a federal criminal investigation. On the heels of this Blakely, Georgia plant being shut down, there is word another PCA plant is getting attention. A Texas facility, which was unlicensed and went uninspected since it opened 4 years ago. PCA, headquartered in this home in Lynchburg, Virginia, is a 33-year-old family business run by Stuart Parnell. Incredibly, Parnell sits on the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Peanut Standards Board.
Roaches get up in that dry roast and because some of them blend in with the peanuts. You'll never know they're there.
All right. I have a problem.
What?
I don't know what that gentleman just said.
The roaches get mixed up in the peanuts. You'll never know they're there.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
That's pretty much what he said. Yeah, I heard.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the rats and the roaches are kind of getting mixed in there, and you never would know.
Well, the reason
but that happens with pretty much all food.
Yes.
No,
the government
it really doesn't.
No, it does. The government actually allows a certain amount of stuff in your food.
Yeah, but it's not like a bunch of roaches.
Yes.
Oh,
look it up.
I watched how it's made. I never saw.
Look it up.
Oh, poor horsey.
They realize they can't keep these factories completely clean, so the government actually allows a certain amount of stuff to get in your food. I'm telling you.
Well,
I don't know as far as a rat goes. That's a little rough.
Yeah, you don't want a dry roasted rat.
But as far as like cockroaches and things like that, the government is like, as long as it's a very small percentage,
we just call them roaches. I don't like the other
cockroaches.
The rat you found got the stupid dry roast thing. There was liquid there. But a bunch of thirsty mice came by.
Oh, shut up! Don't try to cover up your bomb with mine.
No, that was it. I was trying to find a way to tie in thirsty mice with dry rats.
Yeah.
Didn't work well, but we got the thirsty mice theme going again.
Yours was a little TNT. Mine was an atomic bomb. It's lasted for days. My joke had fallout. It's killing days later.
Mine was just a guy who yelled something religious on a bus in Tel Aviv. Yours?
Mine burnt shadows of people on the sides of the buildings.
It was yours burned shadows of people booing. That's a damn good. I'm so happy that happened.
Horrid. I don't know about like how much. Like I've heard that the government allows a certain amount.
I'm telling you.
How do you see it?
I'm telling you.
Stunty, you got something on this?
Thank you.
5 pounds of feces per jar, right? Peanut butter?
Not quite. But things like peanut butter, 30 insect fragments per 100 grams. Apple butter's allowed 5 insect parts per 100 grams, not counting mites.
Wait.
Tomatoes are allowed 10 fruit fly eggs per 500 grams, or 5 eggs and 1 larva, or 2 larvae. So 5 eggs and 1 larva equal 2 larvae.
They can't keep this stuff perfectly clean, so the government does decide, okay, as long as it's under these numbers, I'm telling you. And it's in just about everything. I don't think they're allowing rats to fall into your products and get chopped up into your, goodness, but...
A lot of places eat insects, so, this
chinch bugs.
Let's say hi to Tom in Binghamton.
Manganese.
Tom, what's going on?
Hey, I just want to call and say, when I was in college, there was a professor had told me about there's a certain number of rat droppings you can have per square feet on tuna fish.
Yep.
Really?
I'm telling you, yeah. Let's go to Eddie in the Bronx. Eddie!
Like that at all.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Listen, Opie, you are absolutely right. George Carlin years ago did a whole shtick about how the government allows a certain amount of bug parts in all your food. It was on one of his albums. They've been allowing it for years because you can't stop it from happening. A certain amount of dirt is going to get in everything.
Sure. Well, when it comes to food too, because bugs and rats are attracted to those places. You can't prevent it. Mm-hmm. But you're not gonna. As long as you're gonna be eating a sandwich and a rat head falls out. I mean, it's like it's ground up among anything. It's nothing.
We had listeners eat rats years ago. It was fine. They loved it. They actually went back for seconds. Let's not forget
in other parts of the world, bugs are delicacies. I mean,
sure.
I remember one time I was in a questionable deli and I got a tuna sandwich, and they was poking at me something with a couple of antennae. I brought it back to the guy. I don't know where he was from. He wasn't from here, and he looked at me and shrugged his shoulders. Said, "Do you want your money back?" And I said, "Yeah," and left.
One time, I'm sorry. One time I'd been into a deli sandwich. It was like a ham and a Swiss, and a badger fell out.
Wow, that could have hurt you.
And I'm like, this was not supposed to be here. And it was in my lap, and it was still alive. And I brought it back.
I want to chew into a mouse foot.
No.
Just one little mouse foot.
I feel his little mouse, the bones just crackling.
I want to feel just a little crunch as I bite into the mouse foot.
Yeah.
Trying to think what sandwich, though. Not tuna. That's too creepy. Maybe if it was like...
bologna.
Yeah, bologna with a little mouse foot in it.
That has like once in a while bologna has like what could be a hardened zit. Like those little white things you get in bologna.
Yeah, it's like a fat chunk or a piece of ligament or cartilage.
Ew, is that what that is?
I think so.
Ugh, bologna stinks.
It certainly does.
You bring me a mouse, I will bite into its little mouse foot.
No.
I did the diaper mustache there.
You can't do
baby
that.
diaper mustache. I will
a dead
bite.
Mouse?
I will bite into a little mouse foot.
Dead or alive mouse?
It has to be dead.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want I don't want it nipping back at me as I'm nipping on its little mouse foot.
Once we catch one over there, would you bite on it? Would
Sure.
you nibble? Give it a little nibble?
Yeah, a little clean down, just a little. Keep it safe. Keep it safe. But I'll bite right into that dumb mouse foot. Let's say hi to Bob. Bob.
Hey there, Bab.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend used to intern with the FDA, and the way she would figure it out is that they do chemical breakdowns, and her job was to figure out how many parts per million was allowed for these toxic pesticides in produce.
Yeah, I want more figures because they allow some crazy stuff. The bug thing is almost easy, almost.
Well, the bug thing relates also to the coloring of the food because we use insects to color food.
Stop it.
So yeah,
What do you mean?
they use some of the insects are natural dyes, so they use crushed up insects to color food.
Stop it. Stop it.
Not only that, with food, but I was actually just reading a story the other day how they're using beetles.
Yes.
Some crushed beetle parts
The scarabs.
in lipsticks.
Yeah,
Like me brain.
it's been going on for thousands of years.
I didn't even get that. Yes, they're using it in oatmeal.
Crushed beetle parts. Yes, it's used in pudding. I don't know why it's always pudding.
Every time there's
Should
so
be
many.
rocks, but
Or oatmeal, there's so many others. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's hard.
yeah, it's hard. What, do you think it was a goopy tumor? No. Poor George.
Would you guys eat bugs?
No.
Let's bring some bugs in here.
Nope.
Some
It's been done.
some safe bugs. Let's try some bugs.
We've had people chew down those goddamn big
The hissing cockroach.
hissing cockroaches.
Yeah, we're not going to beat that. That was
Yeah.
Can we get that audio?
You heard it crunch.
Let's
You heard
play that after the
people,
break.
You heard the people kind of like, it's
Screaming.
crawling in my mouth.
You guys have heard the hissing cockroaches
Yeah, they're
by
awful.
now. It was Pat Duffy, the great Pat Duffy, that we
Yes.
got to bring back to the organization somehow, some way.
He's not here?
I haven't forgotten
How long ago
about
did we
him.
lose Pat Duffy?
In a couple months now, unfortunately.
Really?
But
I swear I thought he was still around.
I miss him and I miss Roland.
yeah, we'll get
Yeah.
both of them back eventually.
Miss Roland.
Can I tell
We
you,
haven't
though,
forgotten.
how much? I would like to know how much stuff you're allowed to have poison-wise on your.
There's all that stuff they allow for.
Because I heard that like every head of lettuce is allowed like enough pesticide to wipe out a small family of bison. Is that true, or have I heard incorrectly?
You might have heard incorrectly.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's go to Steve in Wisconsin. Steve.
Hello.
Yes.
I moved
Why,
to
you're making fun of my
Shut up.
Wisconsin voice. Hey, Men's Health Magazine.
Speaking of bison, he just trampled that joke like it was a prairie. Go ahead, sorry. I was just going into something.
Continued with your stampede conversation.
Yeah, you
please.
put on a football helmet and you ran right through it. Go right ahead,
There you
Slugger. Go ahead.
Hey,
on
Men's
you.
Health Magazine I got the other day, should be like this month, actually has a list in one of the columns about like how many maggots that are allowed to be in actually cans of crushed tomatoes and crushed pineapples. So if you have your stunt brain, look up the Men's Health Magazine. There's a whole list of them in there for you.
There you go. All right, we'll do some more research. The phones are lit. Keith on Long Island. Keith.
Hey, yeah, it's not just lipstick, too. You've got, like, ruby red cranberry juice, everything that you're going to be drinking that's red. You're going to be drinking crushed up beetle parts, too.
Yeah. Come on.
Yes.
Nah, seriously.
That's where we get our red from, is beetles?
Come on.
Well, remember red dye number 2 and dye 14 back in the 80s? They said it was
Remember that.
cancerous.
Why can't we
So
just
we went to natural products.
Why can't we just use period juice?
Well, there's nothing more natural than beetles. I guess, right?
All righty. Yikes. Zoiks. I would assume, and call me silly, but I would assume that there is a plant or a berry or a flower that could put coloring in a food that we wouldn't have to use bugs.
Right, I'd rather...
What type of bug is red?
How about a ladybug back?
Okay, that's orangey, but it's got some black spots on it.
To what?
What bug is red?
It's It's the
dung beetle.
Cochineal beetle, I think.
How would you know that?
What? Because he's stunt brain.
They use cicada testicles. How do you know this?
They're just red.
And it takes about 150,000 of them to make the one lipstick. So you know they're getting a bunch of them. Yeah.
Poor bugs.
Is it really that many to make a little one? Yeah. How come nobody steps in? I think bugs suck. And I love to hit them.
Yeah.
But how does nobody defend bugs?
Because they outnumber us in population on this earth by kabillions.
But if they're being mass-produced just to murder, what about PETA? Where's PETA?
They don't care about bugs.
Why don't they, though?
I think rare bugs they care about, like if, we're displacing some kind of
They don't care about bugs because they don't understand them. If you don't understand something, then why would you care about them?
No one wears a bug coat.
Right.
Not true at all. I saw a very old lady. It's a sign of wealth now. The mosquito jacket. It's upside down electrical tape with 400,000 mosquitoes thrown on it, and they're alive. And your jacket flutters, and you look fancy. Ooh, look at her coat's still alive. It must be new.
Let's say hi to John.
I don't believe that.
John in Philly. John?
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Page 101 of that Men's Health magazine. I have the foods and what they can contain. Okay, Opie, peanut butter, 30 insect fragments or 1 rodent hair per 100 grams.
All right, 100 grams.
Yeah,
let me think of this.
Is that a lot?
How much peanut butter is 100 grams? Like, give me something I could, sink my teeth into here.
There you go.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Put that back to later.
A gram is a raisin?
A gram is a raisin?
Yeah.
One rodent hair per raisin
per
size?
100.
Per 100.
Oh, per 100. That still doesn't really give me
like a box of raisins.
If I had peanut butter,
more than a
would
little
it
box
be
of
the
raisins.
size of a baseball-sized peanut butter? Like that would... I need...
no, it'd be about...
1 can.
It's 32 grams for two... It's 16 grams a tablespoon. So you're talking about a 7 or 8 tablespoons.
7 or 8 tablespoons. Each one of the...
You can have
7 or 8
rat
tablespoons. One rat hair?
Yeah, the point is...
That's a lot of rat hairs that are allowed.
No, the point is you don't even know it's there. It sounds gross.
Well, no,
and all
you don't,
that,
because it's kind of mixed in with the peanut butter.
It sounds gross, but I mean, it's
one
minimal.
allowable rat hair per 16-ounce can of peanut butter.
Oh, so you'd allow one
rat hair per
rat hair in that.
Allowed.
Wait, hold on. You just said it was per 7 or 8 tablespoons.
Yeah.
There's more than that in there, no?
No, this has 14 servings, and each serving is 2 tablespoons.
So more than one
so
rat
that's a
hair,
lot
right?
more.
Yeah.
How many grams is that thing of peanut butter? Let's hop to it.
All right, I
They don't have conversion.
Please.
You're all
you have the conversion
confused.
app on your iPhone?
Come on, I know, exactly.
John, what
It's
else?
boring. Do you have that?
All right, canned potatoes, 5 fry eggs, and 1 maggot per 500 grams.
Wow.
Scrumptious.
Yeah.
Frozen broccoli, 60 mites per 100 grams. Popcorn, 20 gnawed grains or 2 rodent hairs per pound.
Gnawed grains. I want some gnawed grains.
Here it comes, Anthony.
All right.
6 potato chips, 6% are rotten
Yeah.
of every bag.
Yeah, you could see those, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, ground cinnamon, who cares, but 400 insect fragments and 11 rodent hairs per 50 grams.
Thank you.
And
There you
a
go.
frunkus.
And 6 R's per frunkus are allowed by the government. No more.
What's up with the rat hairs? That means those things are just
They're everywhere.
they're just kind of walking around everything in the factory.
So this is 462 grams.
Yes, sir.
So that means what?
How many rat hairs?
4 rat hairs.
4 rat
Four
hairs.
and a half rat hairs.
In every little jar of Skippy.
Jesus, that's disgusting.
That's great.
Could the government say a little? How about 1 per case?
Yeah. Yeah. Keep the place clean. What are you doing?
They're
Sweep
trying.
up.
They're
Sweep.
trying.
Put some stuff around the edges of the building so rats can't get in, and then kill every rat in there, and then make sure no rats get in. There, problem solved.
Make a metal building. Who's the supervisor there? Willard? It's creepy.
Let's say hi to Drew from Akron. He's a USDA inspector.
Okay.
I doubt it.
What's up, guys?
We'll finish with Drew, even though everyone has something on this. Yes, Drew.
Yes, Mr. Bennell.
First off, your call screener's awesome, but whoever that is. But in eggs, you're actually allowed 1/3% of visible fecal matter on the outside of eggs.
It is a caper. Rat turd.
And
Come on.
here's the thing about the
Invasion of the
war
Body
paint.
Snatchers?
The war paint that you're,
Okay.
the war paint that you're. I can't hear you that well over this connection.
Yeah, right. Come on,
Yeah.
Drew, let's go.
The war paint that your women put on their face actually contains quite a bit of chicken blood as the dye that's red. And Uncas, 6 of them.
Guys, bunch of idiots. Let's take a break. 877-212-ONA. Travis, clear of the phone lines. We'll get into some other things. The Christian Bale O'Reilly remix that is so-so, but it's going to start our contest where you remix the Christian Bale audio. We'll play that after the break and get into what Pelosi said. She's just a dope. Ugh. But first, it's Black History Month. We celebrate Black History Month with this today.
Ooh.
To celebrate Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is recognizing those historic African Americans without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor Julius Carey, who played Sho'nuff, the Shogun of Harlem, in Berry Gordy's epic 1985 masterpiece, The Last Dragon.
Am I the meanest? Sure enough. Am I the prettiest? Sure enough. Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town? Sure enough. Well, who am I? Sure enough. Shogun of Harlem.
The evil Sho'nuff paved the way for cinematic criminal masterminds like Simon Phoenix in Demolition Man. Stay tuned for more icons of Black history.
Yeah, that's right. Bow, sucker.
On the Opie and Anthony Show.
Kiss my Converse.
All right, moving on with the Opie and Anthony Show. We were talking about sports a little earlier, and we forgot to mention that Barry Bonds, oh boy, what's going to happen with this one? Tested? Barry Bonds failed 3, steroid tests in 2000 and 2001. That is finally coming out.
Zoinks.
How has that not been public knowledge for all these? How is that sealed?
Yeah.
That is crazy. That's 7-8 years ago. 8-9 years ago, right?
Damn.
So what's going to happen? Are they going to take those home runs away?
No.
How's that going to work?
They'd never do that.
No. You don't think so? Steroids are illegal, and he's testing positive.
Then there's the other thing I heard yesterday. I guess Clemens, they want to hold him in contempt or perjury, that he perjured himself when he said he didn't use steroids, and then they got his trainer guy that has these syringes with his blood on it, but then there's no sign of steroids in the syringes. So that pretty much blows that out of the water. Everyone's like, well, if his blood's on it, it's like, yeah, but could have been used for anything. There's no...
Maybe a B12 shot.
Yeah.
No, the perjury is for when he stood up in George's box and implied that he would help the Yankees win that year.
Goodness gracious!
Yeah, I'm going to come here and do nothing for a lot of money.
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen, you should see what's going on in the Yankee dugout.
No.
Well, yeah, it's good that I'll be seeing you.
What's going on in the Yankee dugout?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Clemens is walking off the mound. That's a great clip.
So, all right. So what's going to happen with that?
I don't know. They're probably going to... I don't see anything happen. Nothing's happened with this steroid crap. How long has it been? New years, and nothing has happened. They have absolute proof of guys that have used it, and they don't just they make a big hoopla over it. But
I don't know, and
nothing.
I've stated before, I don't give a crap. I want to see monstrous home runs. I want to see animals out there pitching 110, 120 miles an hour.
I want them at the plate.
I don't care.
Standing there like one of the Transformers.
Yeah, exactly.
Blasting home runs.
I don't give a crap about their personal lives. And guess what? They're not role models. Shut up with that role model crap. Yeah. I want to be entertained. And if that means, like you said, they're just monsters,
it's
perfect.
all show business, man.
Yep.
Sports is nothing but show business. Advertising everywhere, it's show business. If it makes these guys put on a better show, so be it.
You know, eventually they're going to have to shut down football. You know that, right?
Why?
Because these guys are going to become so big, and they're all going to be monsters that just hitting another human being is going to break them in half, and they're going to have to shut down football.
Yeah.
We're heading in that direction. Because there's going to be no way they're going to be able to protect these guys. The injuries are going to get just more and more horrific. People getting paralyzed, and they're going to have to go, well, that's it for football. Can't do it anymore. These guys are too big and too strong.
I don't want to throw the literal monkey wrench into your scenario there, but
think about it, though.
Has it gotten safer over the years? As far as people being paralyzed, and I mean pro football, not
It certainly has, but the hits are getting more and more vicious.
Yeah.
And eventually, what are they going to do? They're going to have to say, we're done. There's nothing else we can do unless they turn it into a touch football league.
The equipment will because the protective
equipment has gotten
better
so
too.
much better, and just the way these guys train to keep themselves from getting injured has gotten better.
Yeah.
There's a few things that are better, I guess, but it's very cool when you just see a massive hit in a game.
Absolutely.
And they replay it, and everyone goes, oh, that had to hurt. And the guy gets up, shakes it off, walks away.
I never had the balls for football. I played all sports except football. When those guys run headfirst into those pileups and stuff, I'm like, what are you doing?
Stop it. I would get...
What are you doing?
Like when they have one of those big... pylons because somebody may have fumbled the ball, and you just see a pile of monsters on top of somebody. I couldn't imagine being under that.
Yeah.
It seems so claustrophobic, and that you couldn't breathe.
My favorite is when someone's leg is just caught and all hell's breaking loose, and you're like, oh my God,
that's got to snap.
How do you do that? I don't care. There's not enough money in the world to do that.
That's crazy stuff.
I think Sports Illustrated or something did a story on the people telling stories about being at the bottom of a pileup.
Really?
Yeah. Where they said that the things that happened to you.
Abu Ghraib prison?
Yeah. Yes. Lindsay, I forget, Lindsay England comes in and,
yeah.
Their mullet. Looks like John Larroquette. There's, they gouge at your eyes. They poke you.
Wow, really?
They pull it up online at all because there's some cool things that happen.
You can't see, the refs can't see, so.
They punch you. You get punched all the time. They really try to hurt you when you're at the bottom. They get stepped on. They said punch in the testicles a lot.
Ow!
Really?
Well, when you're hitting a guy in a football uniform, the testicles are like, where else are you going to punch a guy that's going to hurt him?
True. Oof. I saw a great thing on one of those channels that just show 24 hours of disasters, riots, fights, fires, all kinds of stuff like that. And there were a couple of NASCAR guys got into a wreck and got out and started fighting with their helmets on.
Oh yeah, that's a great video.
And they're punching each other in the head.
Yeah.
But they have racing helmets on that are meant to take the impact of a 200-mile-an-hour crash, and they're punching each other in the head.
Well, are you going to be the one that takes your helmet off?
No!
But you still got the anger, right?
I'm not going to punch him in the head either.
But you still got the anger, so what are you going to do?
Go for the body blows.
Go for the neck.
And, headbutting each other and nothing.
Yeah. All right, the Christian Bale audio's got legs.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a remix that's making the rounds. You're going to see it yourself if you haven't already. But Christian Bale versus Bill O'Reilly. And our listeners do a way better job at this than the one we're about to play. So we're hoping that you guys start remixing the Christian Bale audio, put it into some good stuff, and we'll play the better ones on our show, okay?
Yeah, we got some talented people out there. They've shown over the years.
But, man, they're ranting and raving saying this is like the greatest thing. I mean, listen for yourself. Maybe you like it.
Judge for yourself.
I think it's average at best. Christian Bale and Bill O'Reilly, when Bill O'Reilly was ranting. You put the two together, and it sounds sort of like this.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today.
What the are you doing?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
I want you off the set, you prick.
Okay, but I can't read it. There's no words on it.
What don't you understand?
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sake, man, you're amateur. What don't you get about it? Are you professional or not?
I don't know what that means, to play us out. What does that mean?
Oh, shut the up.
To end the show?
No! No!
All right, go.
You're unbelievable, man. You're unbelievable.
That's tomorrow, and that is...
Give me a answer!
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today, and we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. Let's go again!
We'll do it live! Do it live! I'll write it, and we'll do it live!
Oh, good for you!
Thing sucks!
Kick your ass. You don't shut up for a second, all right?
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Stay off the set, man. Seriously, man, you and me, we're done, professional.
Almost good.
Yeah,
almost. It had potential.
Two shining moments. That's about it.
It had potential. So we play that knowing the listeners will do a much better job, and we'll start playing those as they come in. Hopefully, we'll have a couple tomorrow to play for everybody.
Right.
The video of the NASCAR guys fighting, we'll put that up on onaradio.com. It is terrific, man.
A couple of dummies.
Yeah, they just yank the guy out of the car and just start beating the crap out of each other. And we have Joe. Joe, welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
What's up, boys?
Hey, Joe.
You guys were talking about the fumble.
Sure.
Joe Romanowski, who played for the Broncos, talked about when he played the Giants, he tried to rip Dave Meggett's finger in the middle of one of those.
You try to rip what?
Dave Meggett's finger off in the bottom of the fumble. They said they grab each other's junk. It's nasty. Ron Fez, noon to 3.
Fez, noon to 3. All right, you really added a lot there. Thank you, sir.
Trying to rip his finger off, though? I could see that. You just grab a finger and twist. God, at the bottom of that pile, that's horrid.
I would start yelling, cut it out.
Yeah, stop it. Hey.
Off me.
You think you can pull a finger right off? Easy enough?
Probably twist one off. Those guys?
Yeah.
The animals. You see their hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just grab one, twist.
It's never happened, though. In the NFL, not once in all the tackles has someone come up fingerless.
Without a finger.
That's harder than you think to rip a finger off quickly and without anybody seeing you. They would just go to the tape and they'd see whose arm was twisting the finger.
Yes. Where it is, who's got blood on their hands.
Yeah, who's smiling like a Cheshire cat. Or grinning.
All right. Yes, Jimmy.
I actually did have a point. I forgot it. God damn, it thought of me.
Sometimes they just fall out of your head.
Oh, that's right. When you were talking, when we were in the break talking about, Anthony was talking about the Enola Gay.
Oh, yeah,
That was actually very interesting.
Yes. Colonel Tibbets. I like giving these little atomic bits of knowledge. Colonel Tibbets was having an interview and asked why the plane, the B-29 that dropped the atomic bomb, was named the Enola Gay. And, of course, a lot of people know it's his mother's name. But he said he named it that because he knew it was going to be such a historic plane. Such a historic plane dropping that first atomic bomb that he didn't want another plane to be named the same name as the plane that dropped the first atom bomb. So he picked his horrid mother's name. Hey, Enola.
That's the weirdest name ever.
That's his father. Like, come on. You know who I'm saying? Enola. Are you? Oh.
Last name
in bed. Enola.
Last name Gay or middle name Gay?
I'm not sure. That's a good question, Stunt Brain. Maybe you could punch that up. I don't know if... Well, Tibbets apparently was the name, so it's probably either a middle name or a maiden name.
Yeah.
Enola Gay. I bet it's her middle name.
You know, we were able to get rid of the Hitler name for the most part. That's distinct, extinct.
Yeah,
last
really
name.
Don't find Hitler.
Maybe we should retire the last name Gay as well. That's a rough one to go through life with.
Gay.
That's a rough one.
You're gay. Yes, I am.
And here's my son. He's gay too.
Gay. I've been just downloading.
We're all gay in this family.
We're the completely gay. All of us.
Right. Get rid of the name. Come up with something else.
Been Netflixing on my Xbox a bunch of documentaries on World War II and just watching them just bomb the hell out of everything. It's just amazing.
I would have called it the Mrs. Norton.
See, but somebody else might have picked Mrs. Norton as a name for their plane.
What a lovely statement about your relationship with your mother, that you're going to name the thing that you drop atomic weapons after her. What a castrating woman she must have been.
You know what's really odd about all those guys that worked on those projects and everything? A lot of them, especially the main guys, lived to be very old.
Proven there's no God.
Yeah. No God.
Your whole job on Earth was to kill a lot of people. God is like, I'll give you a pass.
And that radiation's kind of hit or miss.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes it'll get you, sometimes it won't.
And also, that they don't build up a lot of tension. When you kill 80,000 people, you probably learn how to relax a little after that.
Yeah. That Colonel Tibbets died pretty recently, and in every interview, he never voiced any regret for what he did. He was very proud of it, ending the war, avoiding an invasion of Japan that would have cost a hell of a lot of lives on both sides. You know, we did wipe out quite a few with the 2 atom bombs, but it was just one of those things. Tibbets lived to a ripe old age. Seemed to never lose a night's sleep.
Slept like a baby.
Slept like a baby. God bless him.
I bet you he didn't sweat the small stuff.
No, not sweating the small stuff. Old Colonel Tibbets.
He just whistled a happy tune every single day he lived.
His son or grandson, I believe, is a B-52 pilot, which got to be, had to have made him proud.
You live up to what your father did, though.
You're a Tibbets, and you're flying a B-52. It's well.
Good for him.
I know what the old man did.
As long as you're not flying Travolta's plane. Yeah. I'm sure he's proud as long as you're not doing that. And you can't start regretting it, because if you're that guy, you can't all of a sudden go, I feel a little weird about killing 80,000 people.
Yeah.
I feel bad if I've said something I shouldn't say.
Yeah.
How do you start regretting 80,000 deaths? You can't. You can never allow yourself to feel bad.
Yeah,
about
the second a little of that gets into you, you're pretty much screwed for the rest of your life.
You see a video of one Japanese kid crying from, recently, and all of a sudden you're like, oh boy.
There was, yeah. There was I was watching a documentary on the Manhattan Project, and they had one of the scientists that worked on it, and apparently the scientists got together and took the death toll from both atomic bombs and divided it between how many of these scientists worked on the project to figure out how many people they felt responsible for killing. And again, they didn't regret it, but he said it did give them a weird kind of feeling to know that their research and hard work went into killing so many people apiece,
You'd feel bad even if there was 80,000 of you that worked on it.
Yeah, because like one guy. And the secrets that were able to be kept back then, I definitely would recommend you go on that Netflix thing and
check it out.
Look at some of these atomic bombs, because they had factories. You think of the Manhattan Project and out in the deserts in the Southwest, but they had places that were running reactors in like Kentucky and the Pacific Northwest to try to make the plutonium and separate the uranium and stuff. It's very interesting if you're into that whole thing. Very interesting watch. We all know how it ends too.
What did they think they were doing? Like how do you we need something?
They didn't know. It was so separate that people, and it was just normal people, like a lot of women, because a lot of the guys were fighting the war. Would work in these plants, and they would just tell them they were building something for the military. They didn't know. They thought it was tank parts or something. Everything was so compartmentalized and separate that they never knew what they were making.
Who oversaw the whole thing? Was there one guy that knew it all?
It was like Oppenheimer oversaw the project.
The Oppenheimer Fund?
Oppenheimer Fund. Old Opie. He was, and then later he was pretty much chastised for things for his socialist leanings. Pretty much saved a lot of people, ended the war, and Einstein, another one.
He worked on the Manhattan Project.
Well, he was one that
he was involved in some of that stuff.
He wrote a letter to Roosevelt and said, "Look, the Germans who made a grave error because all these scientists were Jewish." And the Germans made a grave error in their treatment of Jews because all these scientists left Germany, came to the United States, and started working on the bomb. Because at the same time, the Germans were working on it. They wanted that bomb first, obviously. But we had all their Jewish scientists. And after a while, Einstein regretted
writing that letter for a long time because he felt responsible for it.
Yeah, everybody started getting this responsibility for killing so many people, but they needed a name. Einstein had a name in this, so they needed this legitimate name to go on the bottom of this letter to urge Roosevelt, hey, look, we need to start building this, what is called an atomic bomb, because it's devastating. If Germany gets it, the war will be lost. If Japan gets it, same thing. So he signed that letter and gave it and regretted it later, feeling responsible. Everybody had this responsibility, but it was just one of those, it's war. It was war fought the way war's supposed to be fought, especially back then.
Yep.
and it ended it within days of those 2 bombs. Boy, those Japanese were right on the deck of that ship saying, "Where do we sign?" Holy Jesus, that was unbelievable.
I've seeing that for the first time.
Blew up.
What the F is this? Now we understand it, but to see it, like, what?
And untested, really, pretty much one of those bombs. They tested what they called the gadget, but it wasn't in bomb form. It was like a patchwork of wires going in from towers and bunkers. So to take all that and put it in a self-contained unit that is going to be dropped, that was never tested. So they never knew if it was really going to work, and both of them worked perfectly.
Unbelievable.
Youch. And I hate when the Japanese every year celebrate it and get all mad. It's like, look, your practices during that war weren't stellar either. They were some of the worst as far as treatment of prisoners and just savagery on the battlefield. So, if it took those 2 to end the war, hey, whatever. Sorry.
Let's say hi to Dan the trucker. Dan, you're from Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm from Oak Ridge, man, where they process the uranium. They built Oak Ridge just for that reason.
Yeah, 10%. 10% of all the energy made in the United States at that time went to Oak Ridge to power this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear it mentioned in movies sometimes, Oak Ridge and General Grove, the one behind the project military. Yeah. We have a shopping center in Oak Ridge called Grove Center, and he was a big tennis player. And there's tennis courts all over Oak Ridge, like you've never.
They glow
seen
in the dark. You can play at night. It's wonderful.
Oh my God! They misunderstood what the tennis player meant. They said, "What kind of bomb do you want?" And he said, "Something that makes a racket." But it was.
Wow.
But that was just a little.
That one was so bad it was good.
Yeah, it was a misunderstanding. I challenge anyone to come up with a faster nuclear Holocaust tennis reference.
Yeah, there's a lot of workers. There's a lot of workers I know that worked out there, their parents and stuff, who ended up getting all kinds of they had the processing pipes went over their desk. I mean, this is.
God, that's great.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, these things
they
take
work
a lot of room.
Oh yeah, they had no idea what they were dealing with, and then now they've all been been awarded money because of nickel and all these all the infiltration of nickel in their system, and there's a lot of people received a lot of money for for that. But I thought a lot of people don't realize that's where the uranium for Fat Boy and Little Man was made, right in my town.
All right, Dan. Thank you, sir.
Can I tell you about the movie I'm writing? It's about we have to save the president. I'm kind of starting myself with the president's in danger, and I have to save him. And if I don't save him, there's going to be a nuclear war.
Sounds great, Jim.
And I have to I speak to the people. I'm like, the president's in danger, and I save him.
I had the same idea where the president's in danger and I have to save him, but I was too busy. I had to wash my hair.
What?
See, get it? I would wash my hair first.
Oh, I didn't even catch it, Obama.
Just piggybacking my pal Jim.
I didn't even think of Obama.
I like your idea. It's never been done.
No, but because and then at the end I say the insanity of a nuclear war, and I point out how our bombs will kill them and their bombs will kill us.
Where will it end?
Yeah, I like that. I'll throw that in. That's good.
Please.
That's good.
Get a writing credit.
Where will it end? Where will it end? I'll even say that twice.
Yes, twice. Oh, yeah. Drive that point home.
That's right. I want Jack Black involved. Yeah, I want him to play like the president.
There's nothing douchier than watching a movie with that kind of sentiment at the end and stuff. Sylvester Stallone's great for those. The end of the movie,
he's
just
awful.
Pontificating. Shut it.
Oh, you got to give the message.
Yeah, the message, the all-important message.
Got to take a break. Judah Friedlander from 30 Rock is here, and also the wrestler. Let's not forget Judah Friedlander was in The Wrestler.
The Wrestler?
He was,
I'll I'll ask him when he comes in. I don't remember. I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff. Judah,
Was he?
Judah pops up in everything.
I know.
He was actually in Dr. Zhivago. I'm like, how did you get in that? You weren't alive. Son of a bitch. He's in a lot of projects.
You just called me out. Wow. He was. Well,
Todd Barry was played. Who's a comedian, a very funny comedian. Played
the boss.
The
douchey boss.
I wanted Mickey Rourke to throw him through a deli I wanted Mickey Rourke to beat Todd Barry so badly.
Yeah.
Oh, what part did Judah play?
In The Wrestler?
Was he like a super fan?
No, he was the promoter at the autograph signing.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Oh, at the autograph
signing. How do I not remember?
Oh, my God. Now I feel like an idiot.
He's
listening to this, too. Yeah, okay.
I remember.
We do have to take a break. Heading toward the Grammys, so we're going to start up some Grammy moments here.
Right.
On the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's an Opie and Anthony Grammy Minute.
Best female pop vocal, Duffy, Mercy.
Got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? You got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? I said release me. Yeah.
Expand your Grammy knowledge base with Opie and Anthony.
Moving right along. Opie, Anthony, Jim Norton, and now Judah Friedlander.
What's up, guys?
From 30 Rock. One of the only shows I watch on TV.
What are the other ones, man?
Not The Office.
Yeah?
I watch dumb stuff. I've
been watching Sober House.
Sober House rules.
Yeah, and I've been watching Confessions of a Teen Idol.
That rules, too.
those are my
reality,
two shows.
dude.
No, but that's it. Those are my only two shows that I've been watching.
I mean, Confessions of a Teen Idol, not even really worth talking about on the show for the most part, but I'd take a peek.
Yeah,
they're nuts.
But Sober House
rules.
Steve Adler, man.
Who knew? I mean, you heard the stories over the years, but you didn't realize how bad it was for the guy.
It's good to see it.
Having strokes because he can't stay away from the drugs.
He's had 2 strokes.
Jesus.
And then he goes to Sober House. The first night, he's doing
heroin.
He's doing heroin every hour. He didn't just go off and sneak a little bit. He had to go off every hour and get his fix.
When you're doing heroin on a reality show, that's like, you can't even not do it for that long. Where it's like,
and it's a reality show where you're not supposed to be doing heroin.
Right?
It's not just any old reality show.
It's called Sober House. Wow.
And they're in the middle of a barbecue, and he's like, "Anyone need water? I need water." And everyone's like, "Water?
Nobody needs water."
So
he's barbecue.
So he's going to put his hand up.
I like when he couldn't find his room. He was like walking around the house for like 30 minutes. He couldn't find his room.
Oh, yeah, stumbling about.
Yeah.
And he's asking the cameraman,
Where's my room? Where's my room?
He couldn't even figure out that it was upstairs. Like, he couldn't even start there. Like, I know my room is somewhere upstairs.
He was standing in front of the stairs.
Like, trying to figure it out.
The stairs.
Right.
Here's why that show is phony. You want to help somebody get sober? If they relapse or they're using, you don't give them camera time.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's a complete violation, I think, of helping Steven Adler, but I think it's important for people to see what someone, messed up is like instead of just in your after-school special version, which you usually get in TV or the movies.
I hate to trash him because he's a good guy. I met him a few times, but Dr. Drew as a therapist sucks. He sucks as a doctor, but he could make a fine reality show.
Hey,
did you see Celebrity Rehab?
I've seen, and I saw that in bits and pieces.
And what's his name who had that one-hit song? Dr. Drew gets a phone call that he's on a roof and he's acting crazy.
Who was it? I didn't see that.
I forget the guy that had the one dumb song.
Tommy Two-Tone?
Yeah, the 867 guy.
The guy
from Dexy's Midnight Runners?
Yeah, Dexy. It's in his suspenders.
He was on the first...
Rico Suave.
He was on the first season of Celebrity Rehab.
Okay.
They're filming the second one, but Dr. Drew gets the call that he's just acting crazy on a roof. So what does Dr. Drew do? He gets the camera crew and runs over to get some fine video.
I bet he could have gotten over there quicker without the camera to really help.
But going with what Jimmy said, if you're a real therapist and really care about these people, you're not bringing the effing, camera crew.
Is it Rico Suave?
No, it wasn't Rico.
Rico.
Had a one-hit wonder.
He did that dumb...
Sinatra. No, he had more than one hit.
Was it the Come Come My Lady, that song?
I don't know.
Someone help me out. Who knows that
I don't
crap?
know music.
Was it rap or rock?
Falco?
No, it's a relatively recent song within the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years.
Michael Jackson?
Here's the answer. Sam knows.
Sam's got to know it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of skinny, mulatto-looking pedophiles, hi, Sam.
Shifty from Crazy Town.
Crazy Town, right.
I don't even know that song.
Yeah.
Shifty.
The other thing with Steven Adler was when he was trying to figure out what the doorknob does. He's just staring at it, trying to figure out.
Opens a door.
He couldn't figure out what the doorknob did as far as a door goes.
Yeah.
But
no, I think on a certain level, yeah, it's manipulative and completely wrong. But on a certain level, I think it's for people that haven't done drugs and stuff or haven't known people that have. I think it's good.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it looks like a lot of fun.
It does. Not with Adler.
I go the other way.
Fun to
it looks like a lot of fun.
Not with Adler.
It looks like you're handicapped.
It doesn't look fun
like
with
fun.
Adler.
He looks retarded, though, so it could be anything.
He's speaking English, and they still have to put up subtitles for everything he says.
That's like Frost 48. Same thing.
Butterfly.
Got to put up subtitles whenever they're interviewing somebody that's been arrested. It's like, I have no idea what this guy's saying.
And they put the subtitles for the cops, too, just so it doesn't look too bad.
So it doesn't look like they're just... Yeah. You can completely hear what the cop's saying. Well, we found the body outside of your house, and it's being written on the bottom. And the guy's like, I don't know what's getting balls.
I think that's not cool. They should only subtitle it if you can't hear the dude.
Oh, really? You
no
have to
PC
figure it out
subtitling.
yourself.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed you're not wearing your hat with like the funny saying on it.
Yeah, I have it here later. I'm going to tape some stuff later.
You got the winter hat on today.
Yeah, I'm ready for the outdoors.
And that's why I forgot who you were in The Wrestler, because you didn't have the hat, and you didn't have the glasses, and you had like a big beard.
Yeah, I grew that beard about 3 months. Yeah.
Did they ask you to grow it, or you wanted to? You said,
I wanted to, and they wanted me not to look like I normally do, and I felt I shouldn't. I should, because the movie was going for real documentary feel, so I didn't want anyone to possibly, recognize me in it. So I want to be different.
You pop up everywhere, though.
And I wanted to make it, authentic, and that, I think the look that I got, I'm a big wrestling fan, and I also did a lot of research. This one wrestler from ECW, the Blue Meanie, I did a lot of research with him. I talk with him a lot, and I want to get the look right and everything. So
here's how good Judah's doing in his career. This is how you know someone is doing a lot of legitimate acting work. He did a movie with Mickey Rourke, and he goes, I just didn't want to be recognized. Yeah. That's how you know a guy is really successful.
I tell you, though, when we were filming it, people weren't recognizing Rourke. I mean, now people are so used to seeing the clips, but when footage first came up of him in it, they're like, that's Mickey Rourke? Because the hair and everything, but it was great working with him, man. That guy was awesome.
Is he a cool dude?
Yeah, it was really weird, man. It was because I could never tell if he was like fully in character or not, but I think he's the best physical actor I've ever worked with. Wow. Like, I have one quick scene at the beginning of the movie. It's the first shot of the movie where he's just sitting in looks like an elementary school room, and his back's to the camera. You don't see his face, and then I walk in, you don't see my face, and I just pay him his money, like a small amount of money. And just that scene, it's like, you just see his back, and he was still interesting. Mm-hmm. Just looking at his back, and I'm like, wow, this guy's a great actor. You just see his back, and he's like, and he's blowing me off the screen, and it's his back.
I lose people's interest when it's my face, and I'm in a tuxedo holding sparklers.
So it was great, man. It was a trip. It was like being in a documentary, because it was like, like I remember one time we tripped over the lines a little bit, and the director's like, no, that's great, because they're just going for natural.
People would trip
dialogue.
over their lines like
right.
that.
It's not like other shows you work on where you're supposed to hit your mark, nail your line. It's like none of that. It was just like totally loose and low key. Yeah.
Was he nice to you? Sorry.
Yeah, he was. It was weird, because sometimes we're filming it. We were doing this one scene, and I thought we were like, like old buddies in it, but he was kind of being like mean to me in the scene, and then I'm like, all right, maybe we're not old buddies in the movie, maybe we're nemesis. I don't know, so it was kind of weird. And then on a break at the end of the day, I tell him, I'm a huge fan of his. I just like to get a picture with him. You know the deal, Jim.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So, and he was like, "Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, let's take a photo." So he's like, he was just kind of like, I think, just so in the moment, when we were filming this stuff. But then on the breaks, he was awesome.
Now, would you want a guy like that, like you're doing a scene with him? Would you think to say to him, like, hey, look, what's our relationship here? Because obviously, what he wants it to be is what it's going to be.
Well, I took all my cues from Darren Aronofsky, the director, because he was actually keeping. Mickey was actually off with him beforehand, and then Darren would come up to me, and then he would tell me what it is we're going to do, and then he'd say, like, Mickey might he might make up some dialogue, throw some stuff at you, just go with it, and I was like, awesome, that's the way. I hate memorizing lines. I would love to improvise a scene every time, you know.
See, Jimmy, the director is who tells the actor, what the relationship would be and things like that, and how they should act. He wouldn't just go to Mickey Rourke and say, "Hey, how am I supposed to act with you?"
Well, no. But I mean, if Mickey is like you said, like you thought he was going to be one way to you,
right?
Like,
that's just the way I interpreted the script. But I think he had a different read on it.
Oh, backpedaling, Jimmy.
I'm not. I'm saying, but wouldn't you say to Mickey?
Teasing. I love Jimmy.
When I do an acting gig,
yes.
No, I would have said.
Well, when you first meet Mickey, he's very intimidating. When you haven't, or if you've just met him.
I would gather.
And so I wasn't going to be like, hey, let's do this or try this or what do you think? I'm like, you know what? Just go in there, be natural, do your thing, and it'll flesh itself out. You know. So
they said he really got into the role and possibly did steroids. I know I'm not going to get anywhere with this, but
it's probably possible. Yeah,
probably possible.
They're strongly suggesting that he, went into the role big time.
Yeah,
and was doing what some of the old school wrestlers used to do.
Hey, I did steroids for the role. And I was just a wrestling promoter. So, I was pretty jacked. That's why I wore a really baggy hockey shirt.
Hey, someone has a question about one of your hats.
Sure. Okay.
Let's say hi to this. I don't know your name, sir. It's not on the screen. You got a question for Judah?
Yeah, this is Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Good evening.
Hey.
Anyway, I had a question about one of the hats he wore on 30 Rock. I read somewhere it was like a line from Roadhouse or something like that. I know Ant's a big Roadhouse fan.
Okay. Yeah, all right. On one episode, I wore two hats that were both Roadhouse references. One hat said, right boot, and the other hat said, got it.
Yes.
One of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Blade.
Yeah, yes.
The blade at the tip of the boot.
One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when Patrick Swayze's already been hired at the bar, and he's got his new bouncer staff with him. They're at the bar. He's at the bar with his bouncers, literally like 50 feet away, 100 people on the dance floor. The bad guys walk in, and somehow Swayze's able to see their feet. Yeah. And they cut to a close-up of the guy's boot, and a knife pops out of the tip. And somehow Swayze is able to see this from like 50 feet away, all these dancers, and then he just leans over to one of his bouncer guys and goes, right boot. And the guy goes, got it.
Got it.
So that's one of my favorite ridiculous, cheesy lines in that movie. So that was like a tribute to Roadhouse.
First of all, how could you even say that? How could he say it? He was brought in because he's the best bouncer in the country.
That's true.
They brought him in just for that purpose.
Yeah.
He was the best.
He is Dalton with a degree in philosophy from NYU.
Yes,
that's true.
And he practices like kung fu out in the setting sun.
Ew, is that what he did in that movie?
Oh, yeah.
It is the best. I will never
It's one of the
miss
top trashy movies of all time.
But I will never miss Roadhouse if it's on. You have to watch it.
I never saw the whole thing.
You got to see it, and you got to see it unedited because there's lots of swearing, lots of nudity. It's one of those movies you're watching, and you're like, I can't believe they're doing this.
Yeah.
And as you're saying that, you see something that just topped what you were just talking about.
Horrible.
In douchey?
When Dalton walks in and just starts firing people.
Yeah.
I love that scene where he's just firing people because he's Dalton.
Yeah, he's Dalton.
He's the best. The owner of the place is just like, hey, it's Dalton.
And Kelly Lynch is the doctor wearing a miniskirt on the job, and Ben Gazzara's great in it.
Yeah.
It's an awesome movie.
What year is that? That's
It's got to be late 80s, I'm guessing. I would guess around 89 or so.
I got to see that again.
Swayze.
Directed by Rowdy Harrington, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
And why is that important?
I don't know. The guy's using Rowdy as his first name. So.
And then what's his name?
You know it's classic.
The blind guitar player there.
Jeff Healy.
Jeff Healy's in it. He's got a big part in it. He's the house band every night.
Mm-hmm.
Every night.
And he's in one of those cages.
Yeah, with the chicken
and they're always
wire.
throwing beer bottles at him.
Of course.
Even though everyone likes him. Like he's having killer sets every night, yet they're still throwing beer bottles at him.
They're showing the love.
Yeah.
And he knows when Patrick Swayze, he knows when Dalton's near him. I don't know how. I guess he could smell him or something.
Yeah. And then there's Sam Elliott, who's amazing in the movie.
Oh, fantastic. his death scene.
Pulls up and he's like, the place is called the Double Deuce.
Double Deuce.
But he calls it the, can I say it?
Yeah.
He goes like, the Double Douche.
Yeah.
It's an awesome movie, man.
Beef, it's what's for dinner.
We have to see this today.
Oh, you got
It's been
it.
way too long.
It's fantastic.
There's the answer to the question, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And people picked up on
One
that.
person on the 30 Rock crew knew what I was doing.
Really?
Yeah. The sound guy.
I've gotten that in a second. It's like
Griffin.
It's a great, horrid movie. I was saying before, you'd pop up in so much stuff that
I'm trying, man.
Like, you know what it is though? No, even old stuff. Like I'll be watching stuff. Where the hell was I watching? Oh, Meet the Parents.
That was my
You had
first.
one of the
That was like my
funniest-
first movie.
You have one of the funniest goddamn scenes in that movie.
Oh, thanks, man.
It's
What
so
scene?
Retarded.
I made up that line too.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's brilliant. When he goes in to buy the nice bottle of champagne.
Right.
And it's like, we got mums.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I wanted to spend like $100, and I'm like, you can get a whole bunch of
You
mums.
get a whole bunch of mums.
But yeah, that was fun. We pretty much improvised that, and then we just kept going and going and going. And originally, it was like really long.
Yeah.
'Cause in the script, it was just like a line, and then we just kept improvising, just stretch and stretch. I just kept playing it really stupid. And,
The thing is, you're completely sincere, but you can get a lot of, why would you get the expensive bottle when you can just get a lot of mums?
Yeah. And so the improvising, he'd be like, what aisle is that in? I'd be like, oh, I think that's over in aisle 6. And then he starts walking. I'm like, oh, no, I think it's in 4. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're sold out of that. So he was like running around all over the place. So, yeah, it was fun.
That was
man.
like your first...
That was, I mean, I did an indie that never got released, but that was my first movie that got released. Yeah.
That's a good place to start, huh?
Yeah, because it's just those like little scenes that you'll pop up in movies that came out, a few years ago. It's like, hey, it's Judah.
Yeah, I did a few Ben Stiller movies, and my parts kept getting smaller and smaller. That was actually the biggest role I've had. Yeah.
He's probably a little jealous.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I don't know.
Who knows? I'm just trying to pump you up a little, Judah. Why don't you just go with it?
I don't know.
Hey, you were in a movie I want to see, I haven't seen yet. Just tell me flat out if it was good or not. Chapter 27 about Mark David Chapman. I saw them filming.
I'll give you
that movie.
That's right,
it was in my neighborhood.
Yeah, I'll give you 2 reviews.
Okay.
And, some people think it's awesome, and it's a very moody, very slow movie.
Right.
And some people think it's just too slow, not enough going on.
Right. And Lindsay Lohan's in that?
A little bit.
A little bit as a fan or something? And,
Yeah.
And
it's almost all Jared Leto, and he's really good at it.
And Jared Leto
This is
gained
cool.
like 70, 80 pounds for the role or something.
Yeah,
crazy.
well, that was the thing. 'cause
He looked just like Mark David
He was
Chapman.
supposed to be the fat guy,
That's weird.
and I'm in the movie, so I had to lose weight to try to make him look,
right?
Because I was like the same size as him when he put on 60 pounds. So I lost about 15 pounds to try to make him look bigger, so I wouldn't be the fat guy.
And man, they were
still close.
They were brave because they were filming right outside the Dakota.
Yeah.
And Jared Leto's walking around. There's a picture of him right now. We can maybe put it up on onaradio.com. Looks exactly Mark David Chapman.
He was great, man.
And the people that live in the Dakota now would just yell and scream.
Well, one person would blare their radio every time we started, and shine lights out every time we started.
And there were
filming.
protests. It was like,
shut up, you dummies.
Yeah, it took balls to try to film outside.
Yeah, they were
Dakota.
just saying it's wrong to make a movie about.
Yeah, of course.
Lennon's
Oh,
killer,
what, St. John? Just stop
yeah,
it.
I mean, the movie wasn't glamorizing the guy at all.
Yeah, they
were
disrupting the production at every chance they got.
So how did they actually do it with the radio?
Well, I told one of the ADs, I'm like, because he would always go, and action. I'm like, stop calling action. Yeah. I'm like,
it's like the lieutenant wearing the bars on his helmet.
I'm like, why don't you come up to us and just and don't say action, and just give us a hand signal or just whisper to us that all right, we're going to roll now, and then you start rolling, and at the end you can say cut. Don't cue don't cue them.
And everybody.
and he didn't listen to me. And then I told Leto that, and he goes, oh, that's actually a good idea.
Good idea.
And then he told the director, and then they started doing that.
Now, who was the ass blasting the radio?
It was someone who lived in the building.
Man.
But I'll say this: the
Yoko,
the production designer of the movie was great because we filmed on that block of the Dakota, but all the stuff that takes place in that sort of entranceway to the Dakota that was filmed on a soundstage because they would let us film right in front of the Dakota, but they wouldn't let us film on their
the
property,
spot. Or
right
the
in
actual
front.
spot where
Yeah, so you build
got shot.
Yeah, so they built it, and it looked like the way it cuts, you can't really tell.
So the Dakota actually wouldn't let you do their thing, but the city allowed you to rent the space, or allowed them to rent the space, or how that works?
I don't know the details of that. Maybe the Dakota said you can film in front of our building, but not inside.
I don't think they had. I don't
know.
I don't think they had a choice. We learned from Anthony. It's government property.
Government property.
Oh.
That's what you said as a kid.
Right.
You taunt your enemy from the curb, and you go, "Get off my property." You go, "Government's property. Government property." For some reason,
Yeah, I don't think
as
the
a kid,
Dakota agreed to
You knew
that.
the government.
Yeah.
All the regulations as per what was government property.
Zoning laws.
Yeah, zoning laws, all kinds of stuff like that. You're on my grass, government property.
I like that.
Yeah, it worked well as a
But
kid.
Leto was great in that, and he was in character all the time.
Oh,
so it was weird. And so in between takes, I would just rip on him, man. It was like, hanging out with the real guy and just being able to just tear him down and destroy him. So it was kind of great.
Wow, it probably helped him.
To be like, wow, so you're married, but your wife, she's in Hawaii. She didn't come with you, huh? What's up with that? Just,
And he would go with it?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I mean, I wish they filmed that stuff, because that was just bizarre.
Yeah.
It was really trippy. I taught twice on the movie after he finished filming, and then once on a break when we wrapped for the day. He was talking as Jared Leto. The other time he was always in character.
That's weird.
But as an actor, I liked it, because it keeps. Sometimes if you keep going in and out, especially if you're playing someone who's so different than you, it's actually harder than just staying in it.
But is it embarrassing? I would be, again, I'm not obviously not a real actor like that, but is it embarrassing for a guy to stay in character and everyone's like, it's Jared, but he's pretending to be someone
I think some of the crew felt that way, but I think it's fine, man.
He didn't care if they felt that way.
Oh, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't care about what anyone thought. I mean, he was just into his thing. And I thought he was excellent in the movie.
You hear the Christian Bale audio?
Oh, that was awesome.
Isn't that fantastic?
That was awesome. I don't know if he's right or not, but
that's what I said.
Just hearing the venting is awesome.
Who cares if he's right or not? I love it.
Yeah.
Why do we love hearing someone so angry?
And I think he was yelling at the
DP,
like a major person in the movie, not like.
It wasn't some grip or something.
Yeah.
He's yelling at the director of photography.
He's probably yelling at an Oscar winner.
But that Christian Bale was right. When he said it was the second time the guy had walked on, he's doing a scene, and this dummy is just bumbling into his sight line behind Bryce Howard.
Yeah, can throw you, yeah.
Good for him.
Bale's a great actor, man.
Yeah.
Until he's in Batman, then he sucks.
We got to take a break. We could continue. Judah Friedlander playing comics here in New York, February 13th and 14th. 212-524-2500 for tickets to see Judah Friedlander. All right?
Yeah, man.
Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony, one of our pals, stopped by to say hi. Judah Friedlander. He's in The Wrestler. He's on 30 Rock, which is one of the only sitcoms I watch. And then I watch the reality shows like Judah. I just threw your plug away. Comics, February.
Yeah, comics. Valentine's Day weekend, February 13th and 14th. I don't know the number. It's comicsny.com.
But you got to spell comics with the X.
With the X, right. I keep forgetting that.
COMIXNY.com. 212-524-2500 for tickets to see Judah. And just before we went on air, Judah said, did you see 88 Minutes? And it's so bad that it's good. And we like talking about these movies that are so bad they're good. I haven't seen 88 Minutes yet, though.
The same piece of crap director who's the guy who did
Righteous Kill?
He is terrible.
Yeah.
What a hack.
88 minutes is how long it takes to adjust my wig so it looks just right. Yeah.
What happened? We talked about this before. What happened to the Pacino that used to talk like that?
That was the 70s Pacino.
70s Pacino,
I think 70s, early 80s Pacino, yeah. The pre-Scarface Pacino.
We have people on the papers. What if it's a bad cop? A dirty cop?
And then it's like,
yeah! Look, but don't touch! Touch, but don't taste! Who is this guy?
What movie did it start in, though? Scent of a Woman?
No, Sea of Love.
Sea of Love.
Sea of Love it started?
Yeah, that's where he started.
It wasn't as big, though, in that. That was the first.
It's where he started.
Yeah.
It's from smoking and screaming in so many different takes.
Yeah!
I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe it was Arthur.
I was just with Horowitz from Bad Boys. He was in that too.
That's right. As one of my kids.
Yeah. He was taller than me. I had to wear little lips.
Yeah, they had to put him in a trench.
I was an author because I stood on my books.
What's so good about 88 minutes?
Well, first of all, the movie's
far as a bad
longer than
movie
88
goes.
minutes. I think it was kind of billed as it
can't
happens
get that
in like
figured
real
out.
time.
Real
time, yeah.
And he keeps getting these phone calls saying, we're going to kill you in 88 minutes, but 2 minutes later, they try to kill him.
Yeah.
And then they call him back and they say, you now have 75 minutes to live. And then they try to kill him again.
Wait,
in
but
like
you're trying
5
to kill
minutes.
me all the time.
And it's weird because he looks like he walked right off the set of Carlito's Way onto this. And he's playing a college professor who's a psychiatric forensic psychiatrist. And he supposedly did testimony that put away Dahmer, Gacy, and Bundy. It's like, really? This one guy put away all those guys? We're supposed to believe that? Couldn't you have just said one? It's like, we get it. He's good at his job.
Overkill because he's fantastic.
And he's a college professor. So he doesn't dress like a college professor. Like I said, he looks like just like he did in Carlito's Way. And they go to his apartment, and it's like this multi-million-dollar apartment. He's driving a Porsche. He's got hot young chicks all over him all the time. So it's almost like they're trying to kill Al Pacino, not like the character. It was just like they're trying to kill Al Pacino for some reason. And I didn't know Al Pacino was a forensic psychiatrist.
Yeah, it was actually Al Pacino that put all those guys away.
Al Pacino put away Ted Bundy.
That is a great, horrible movie if you want to watch that one.
It's worth it.
I saw it in the theater on a date. We were obsessed with the movie. I'm like, we got to go see 88 Minutes, and it wasn't playing anywhere. And we finally found it on 42nd Street. We went, and it was as atrocious as I knew it would be. Of course. Can't you see a frame up? Yes, as an audience member, I feel like I've been put through one.
It's weird because it actually has a lot of good actors in it, but it's such a terrible movie.
Bomb.
Yeah. And
the end is just so ludicrous.
The serial killer guy, when Pacino's given the testimony in the court, as Pacino walks by, he goes, "Tick-tock, Doc," to like scare him. And it's like never scary. And they say that about 30 times in the movie.
Yeah.
Al Pacino probably gets 88 cell phone calls in the movie. Every scene is just, hello, and he's never scared that they're going to kill him or anything. Yeah.
He's a professor.
It's pretty great.
Does he address the fact that he has a wig that's 14 tones lighter than the rest of his hair?
I don't know
Stupid
what's
sand
going on with his hair, but his hair is not only different in every scene, it's different within every shot within each scene. It's going in every different. It's unbelievable.
Got a life of its own.
Yeah. It's pretty
88
amazing.
wigs. That's how many I wore.
Was that the wig from 88 Minutes right there?
Yeah, look
That's
at
the
this
one?
wig.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
That's
that
ridiculous.
He should put that on his head to be ironic in a sketch.
And then there was that movie where he played the Insomniac. Was it called Insomniac?
That
or
was
something
with
like
Robin
that?
Williams.
Yeah, with Robin Williams. I just
That
caught
could have
the
been a
end of
good
that
movie.
the other day.
Could have been
Almost
But
was good.
That at that point in
I
his
skipped
career,
that one.
he had a fingernail fungus.
Yeah.
That was going on where his nails were like thick black.
And you see it in the movie?
Yeah, I was like, "What the hell? Rewind that."
It wasn't
like,
nail
ew.
polish. He wasn't trying to be.
If it was nail polish, it would have some kind of uniformity to it.
Yeah.
It looked like
That's him doing all that blow in Scarface.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
the
that
side
was it.
effect.
Yeah, how to get into character. It's
Oh,
caused by wig glue.
Look at the picture.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, he's got like
We'll pop that up on O&A
black,
Radio.
and his thumbs looked worse than his fingers do. So I have no idea what was going on.
It is the wig glue. It's from itching my head and getting wig glue under my nails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Al Pacino, but that movie is so bad. Another one I liked that was terrible was, what was it? It was with the Matthew McConaughey, Two for the Money.
Ugh.
Where he runs it's about sports gambling.
Right.
And the movie's so bad because they obviously couldn't get the rights. It was all about football gambling, but they couldn't get the rights to any NFL footage. So the whole movie is just shots of the guys cheering, going, yeah, catch it. Oh, he dropped
they
it.
couldn't show any
And there's
footage of
literally
the
like
game.
15 seconds of football footage throughout the entire movie. And the whole movie is
about football.
Yeah, it's so bad.
That's great. One of our favorites is Twister. I was telling you during the break, Twister, when it came out, blockbuster, like a brilliant piece of filmmaking. Oh, that's a stretch, obviously, but
yeah,
now you go
like
back.
A breakthrough effect.
Yeah, it was, yeah,
terrible
effects.
movie.
But now you go back, and it is so bad. It's great to watch.
It's like, they're extreme.
Yeah,
man.
Category 4.
Yeah, let's go, dude. We're in it, man.
I see a funnel, man, and they're driving right towards it, and look out!
There's no way you can drive towards a tornado. It physically can't happen.
Stop.
What were they trying to prove?
And then they were trying to put Dorothy.
Yeah, I know.
See,
all that,
the thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. What were they? Why were they chasing these things?
Yeah, what was
just to film?
Because
them?
the one, what's her name? Helen Hunt's character.
Helen Hunt
lost her family, or
her father got sucked up in a Category 5 or whatever it's called.
No more cheesy.
So when you be done with tornadoes?
It
at that
was
point?
so bad.
Why would you chase them?
It was she's chasing the tornadoes, and then trying to get these sensors up into the tornado, an F5, yeah.
That's right.
Into the tornado to like get some computer readout. And any idiot can look at this and go, first of all, why do you have it in this container that you have to take off the back of a truck and place in the path of the tornado and just scatter these sensors around on the ground and let the tornado pick it up. But they got to drive it like right into the tornado.
Turn him off. But we hope to change all that with a system that I have devised.
God, he sucks.
No, shut up!
Turn him off. What a wiener.
He really is in love with himself. I thought it was just a summer thing.
Dude, he's going to rue the day. He's going to rue the day he came up against the extreme, baby.
The extreme.
Amen, man. Bill, I'm talking imminent ruinage. Imminent ruinage.
Douche
I
chills.
was just wondering why do you call Billy the extreme?
Because Billy is the extreme.
Bill's the most out of control.
What happened to the, that's the discussion where they get into the F4.
Yeah.
The F1, F2, F3, F4, and then the dumb, soon-to-be wife that he winds up getting rid of goes, is there an F5? What's an F5? And you just hear like, like everyone drops their stuff, and it's the slow thing. And one guy has to, you got it?
Back there's a strong F2, F3 maybe.
I bet we see some F4s today.
That'd be sweet.
4 is good. 4 will relocate your house fairly efficiently.
Is there an F5?
The silverware.
What would that be like?
The finger of God.
The finger of God. Why don't you take the finger of God and stick it firmly?
None of you have ever seen an F5?
Just one of us.
Music.
Oh, I was wishing an F5 came tearing through my house during that part. It would have done less damage.
Is there an F5? No, it ends at 4.
No,
Yeah.
4. That's it. Let's go.
Sorry.
What if one guy, they say, is there an F5? Yeah, but it's much worse.
Yeah.
It's a
No, they had
storm.
to drop
Next
their
scene.
silverware and just sit there and go, finger of God.
Yeah, we got other
I
clips.
get
Glad you
it.
get the idea.
That'd be a great answer if they said, what did Karen Carpenter jam down her throat night after night? Topical joke, Jim.
Yeah, right? You pick an anorexic from the 70s.
I remember Twister had a good trailer. It was just like
people were
a
like
cow flying and like hitting the camera or something like
we
that.
got debris. We got a cow.
Yeah, it should be called Debris.
Debris. That'd be good. And then
That's
they had
sequel.
the big oil truck or a fuel truck comes flying into them.
Right.
Like the trailer looked good. It made you go, oh, yeah, I'd see that. But then all these like young grunge guys that are just too cool and extreme. They're so extreme. And then you have the corporate sponsored guys in the black SUVs, and they're the stuck up, oh, they're sponsored and they got money. We're just extreme and we have like a 6 cents tornadoes, man. We don't even need the equipment, man. It's like they're at the drive-in. It's like a hurricane. A tornado's heading this way. And Bill Paxton goes, it's already here. And then, of course, the movie screen starts getting taken away. And I was pissed because The Shining was at least playing at the drive-in movie theater that they were at. And I was enjoying that part of the movie.
You saw it at a drive-in?
Yeah, oh, no.
In the movie.
Oh, right.
In the movie, when the tornado hits, The Shining is on the screen.
Yeah.
And that's the best part of the movie, is watching The Shining on the drive-in screen that they are at.
Yeah. Never show a clip of a better movie in your movie.
in your movie. That should be a rule of thumb right there.
They should have had Roadhouse or something on there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's that masterpiece. Let's say hi to Jake in Jersey. Jake.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. We're hanging with Judah Friedlander.
Judah, I got a question for you.
What's up, man?
In the wrestler, you were wearing a hockey jersey. There was a Devils jersey, but not a Devils jersey. Is that a real team?
Yeah, that's it's the Trenton Devils minor league team.
Ooh, cool jersey.
Yeah,
in the movie.
Yeah, in the original script, they wanted me to be wearing all New York Mets gear.
Really?
And the movie takes place in Jersey. They couldn't get the rights to the Mets jersey. I'm like, it should be a local Jersey team.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's a local baseball team, local hockey team or something. And then I said, I think you should go for the hockey team because I based my look a little bit on these wrestlers that used to be in ECW called Public Enemy. They would wear the hockey jerseys and stuff. So I kind of based my look on them and some different, old ECW guys and indie wrestler guys. So, yeah, so that I actually might... What? Yeah, they do. And one of the guys from the team actually contacted me. I might do the coin toss at a Trenton Devils game.
Oh, you should, man.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Do you know where they play?
I think it's in Trenton.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. Hey, let's start there.
What an ass.
Yeah, very good. Hey, before we let you go, we got to talk about 30 Rock. You guys get picked up for another season?
We did, yeah. We were
That's
picked
awesome.
up for the next season. So
just winning every award out there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So hopefully we'll continue.
How funny is Alec Baldwin?
Dude, he's so
love that
funny,
guy.
man. He's an awesome dude. He loves comedy too. He's not like, because some people don't like you stealing a scene. He's like, he loves. If someone's funny, he loves it. He's a laugher, Some people don't want anyone to take their spotlight. He's the opposite of that, man. He's great.
Is it cool to work with?
Dude, he's the man, It's like...
You leave you any voicemails?
No voicemails. But, no, he's just he's like a man's man. He's just one of those dudes. He's just cool. You like him, He's just a cool guy.
He's really good in, what was he in recently?
Glenn Ross.
No.
Oh, he's great in that, man.
The one with Leo DiCaprio.
Oh, not Revolutionary.
No, the older one.
Boring Boulevard? That one? Revolutionary Road?
DiCaprio
Departed.
stinks.
I got bored at the trailer for that movie, Revolutionary Road.
Horrible.
Departed?
Oh, yeah, in The Departed. Yeah, he's the
he's good in that.
police cop. Yeah, no, he's always good, man.
Yeah, definitely the man's man kind of a thing.
You also said that you met Sean Penn, and we all jumped on you. We all jumped on you. Was he a dick?
Dude, he was awesome.
And you said he was awesome.
I got to meet Jeff Spicoli, man. It was so cool.
Yeah, why don't you tell him that?
Yeah, why don't you tell him that?
Hey,
no, I didn't.
He won't be awesome anymore, man. Why can't he embrace that? Everything you read about Spicoli and him, he's like, he doesn't even want to acknowledge it.
It's like, dude, you've separated everything you've done since then. You've separated yourself from Spicoli.
Right.
Every step of the way. You are the anti-Spicoli.
At this point.
Like he always, he never seems to be able to come off like on an award show or something. People come up, they'll make jokes, and I don't mean the teleprompter kind of jokes, like the SAG Awards, things like that. Where you have a little more leeway with effing around with people.
Right.
People get up, make some jokes, and he's just got to be. Harvey Milk was such an inspiration it's like, dude, could you lighten up for a second? Take your shotgun and your boat and go to the Katrina victims. And, like, for a second, this guy can't just, whoa, dude. Just have fun.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. He seemed cool, man.
Yeah?
Our table was sitting near the 30 Rock table was kind of near the Milk table. They put every project at, like, different tables. And then during one of the commercial breaks, we sort of made eye contact. I came over and I said hi to him, and then I went with my brother. My brother flew out and he came with me, and I go, hey, is it cool if my brother meet you? And he's like, yeah. So I brought my brother over. Yeah, he was really cool. And then I did this movie called Feast, a horror comedy movie. I may have talked about it on here before. It was the last Project Greenlight movie. Sean Penn's mom was actually in that. Eileen Ryan. She's great. She's like, I don't know. She might be. She was late 70s at the time we were doing it, and. She really cool, funny old lady, and I told Sean that, and he's like, oh yeah, and it turns out Sean went to junior high. He told me he went to junior high school with the director of that movie, and which I didn't know, and that's how they got her in the movie.
So you were able to keep the conversation going.
Yeah, no, it was a quick day, but he was very cool, man. He was.
I always like to know when the conversation actually ends, where you go, oh my god, I have nothing else for this guy. I'm done.
Yeah, it's usually when someone really famous comes by and starts talking to them, then you're like, okay, I guess I'm out of here. Yeah. Josh Brolin shows up and you're like, all right,
then it's over.
Gotta go.
You can be the guy in between, like looking at each of them as they continue
I've
their
been that guy a
conversation.
lot.
Oh, that's
I'm
the
good
worst
at
guy to
being that
be.
guy.
Oh, you're standing there just watching them converse.
Yeah.
Look like you're watching a tennis game. Your head's going back and forth as they talk to each other, and you have nothing to say. Or you go like, yeah. Trying to
I'm good at
yourself
Here, I'll
in.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm good at that, man.
I met Seinfeld once at the Colin Quinn roast before he got married. And after the festivities, he was on stage. So I walk up and I just go, I got it. I'm not going to talk about Seinfeld. I'm going to go, that movie you did, Comedian, was just amazing. I just got to tell you. And he perked up like, oh, wow, thank you. And then...
Yeah, then what?
There you go.
I'm just doing the silence, and I just didn't... my mind went blank. I'm like, how do... I don't even have a follow-up. And then I awkwardly walked off the stage, and I felt my whole body heat up like, what a loser you are.
Jerry's an uncomfortable guy because he won't keep it going for you.
Right.
That's
exactly, I think, what I was hoping for.
He likes to see you squirm.
Oh, yeah.
He's just brutally honest. Like, he doesn't have any need. He'll talk to you, but he's not going to force a conversation to make you comfortable.
Right.
Dude, Jerry, I love that thing you did. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I think I actually said...
And that's where it stops.
I think I actually said, okay, then.
All righty.
And just had to awkwardly turn around and...
Well, the Sean Penn meeting I had was good because it was during a commercial break, so I only had a minute to talk to him.
Oh, that's good. When
you got to get back to your seat, so it worked out well, that one.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, because sometimes you want to get out of that situation, but you don't know how.
Right.
Yeah, that happens,
That's
too.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've told the Dennis Leary thing many times when Dennis was in Boston at a bar, and we were doing an event there. It was an opening. It was, what was it?
Comics Come Home,
Comics Come Home.
We were just invited into the VIP area.
In the VIP area. And my friend Adam Ferrara, I've known him for years and years. He's there. He's on Dennis's show.
Yeah, Rescue Me.
So he goes, he's like, yeah, give me a minute. I'll introduce you to Dennis. So I'm like, okay, cool. I go to the bar, and then I'm getting a drink, and Dennis Leary walks right next to me. So I'm just like, I can do this by myself. So I go, Dennis, I'm friends with Adam Ferrara. Just want to say I love the show, and I go to shake his hand. He barely looked at me, put his hand out, and went, yeah, thanks. And then turned his back to me. And everyone was watching. All of my friends were watching.
We watched him walk up to him.
And as I turned away to walk back to all my friends, they looked away real quick and looked at the floor. They didn't want to make eye contact with me. They were so embarrassed for me.
That's like when a comic, bombs on stage. None of the other comedians would even look at the guy because it might rub off on you or something like that.
Oh, you don't want that.
You just go away.
See, I love when another comic bombs on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing I love more.
People always ask me, do you watch other comedians? I'm like, I watch my friends only when they're bombing. Because it's just great.
It's fun. Well, you're not going to bomb at comics. See what I did for you? Because we got to wrap up here. Judah Friedlander from The Wrestler, from 30 Rock, from Chapter 27, Fear, Meet the Parents. What else?
Spring Break Lawyer.
Spring Break Lawyer. What?
What? That's the worst sounding movie I've ever been in.
Yeah,
not the worst movie I've been in, but it is definitely the worst sounding movie I've ever been in.
Starring who?
Brad Rader was the guy that played the Spring Break Lawyer.
Spring Break Lawyer.
Just a great title, man. It was a made-for-MTV movie that was later released on VHS only.
Wow,
and that's in 2000. DVD was around.
Oh, really?
And it was VHS.
That's funny. Judah Friedlander Comics, February 13th and 14th. That's, of course, Valentine's Day weekend. COMIXNY.com or call 212-524-2500. We got to get the hell out of here.
Thanks, man. You can also, I just want to plug my website, worldchampionoftheworld.com.
You got that?
That's me, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
See you guys tomorrow.
Hold on, I got to plug Caroline's tonight.
Oh!
Nice.
That's it. Plug done.
Continuing with the Opie and Anthony show, we got to go right to the phone. We got Harvey Levin from TMZ on the line. Harvey!
Hey, guys.
I hear you got 3 minutes.
I apologize. We start this morning meeting. We got to get it launched. Today's going to be a nightmare, too.
Why is it a nightmare?
What's going on?
People sick here. I mean, it's just, there's something going through L.A.
Oh, really?
Captain Trips, I hope.
What did you say?
See, that's Captain Trips, I hope. That's the, from The Stand, Stephen King.
Gotcha.
Don't mind me.
Yeah. So what are you guys working on for TMZ tonight?
Well, I mean, I think, one of my favorite stories in a long time is this. I don't know if you guys heard about this pilot who flew Tommy Lee over the weekend. You guys hear this?
Yeah, the helicopter guy?
Yeah, he buzzed.
Is he the one, Harvey, that landed the plane in the Hudson?
No, he would be a different guy. This guy is famous for actually landing in a residential street in the Hollywood Hills to pick up Tommy Lee and Slash to go to a Nine Inch Nails concert in Orange County about a year and a half ago.
And what's the problem with that?
He's had his license suspended twice. It's revoked twice.
Yeah.
So we get this video. We actually put it up on the site about a couple hours ago. This guy basically let his helicopter be used for a porn shoot in San Diego. And as payback for using the chopper, follow me here, the actress who starred in the movie basically agreed to satisfy him in the air over San Diego.
What did he like?
Wow.
Was it a blowjob, a finger in the ass, a ball lick, a nipple lick, pussy on the mouth, asshole in the face?
Door number 1 and door number 3, according to what you just said.
Oh, wow, all right. He left the box out, huh?
And he did this over San Diego. The FAA actually got photos of some of this last October, and they didn't do anything. And they told me the reason they didn't do anything is the investigators said they couldn't tell that they were in the air at the time. You can see the horizon on these planes.
Yeah.
And in the chopper. So the FAA is now investigating, and then we got the video. There was video of this entire flight.
Holy shit! So you got the video of the girl satisfying him up in the air?
I mean,
it's on the site. I got to see that.
The FAA is now the FAA is all over this guy, but it really is, honestly. I mean, it's shocking. But
don't be fresh.
Hopefully this guy's taken out of the air for good.
Well, hey, if he could fly a fucking helicopter, which ain't easy, while he's getting a blowjob,
I think he deserves to be in the air.
He should be in the air. He's probably one of the best pilots ever.
I'd rather fly with him than Sully, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
This guy has some concentration.
I heard Sully had a butt plug in when he landed in the Hudson. True? TMZ, true?
But it was shaped like a black thumb.
Oh, guys.
Oh, guys.
So, Harvey, what's going on with Lindsay Lohan? I've been hearing rumors or something.
About?
I don't know, with this whole drinking thing, and she's out with the Britney, and there's a whole... What is it?
Yeah, I mean, look, she's been hanging out at clubs, which is a really bad thing to do when you go to, when you go to a treatment center. She's got problems.
She looks anorexic.
Well, she's like, these pictures were like shockingly thin of her.
Right. She yo-yos. She gets fat when she's out drinking, having a good time. And then when she's not, she's a little skinny. But those cans, they look great on her.
It's so funny because we have these raging debates in the newsroom because there are some people who just think she looks incredibly hot. And and then there are other people. It's like, I agree with you. I mean, it's like she's so skinny.
Yeah. We saw her once live in here. She's about a cunt.
Did you guys see Ann Coulter? Did you see the picture of her?
Oh, Jimmy Norton knows her.
Her legs are anorexic thin. Yes,
yeah.
I did see that picture.
They are long, though.
Creepy thin, though.
But she got long legs.
Creepy.
Ann is a very slender gal.
Yeah. She's got legs like a newborn thoroughbred.
I like that.
That's a great look.
It really is.
Yeah. All right, relax.
So do you consider...
Take another sip of water, all right?
Do you consider What Would Tyler Durden Do like a competitive side, or do you guys kind of work hand in hand getting the skinny?
With who?
TDD.com.
TDD, yeah, What Would Tyler Durden Do? It's a pretty big site.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think for me, if people are interested in this stuff, they go to 10 sites. So I don't think there's any such thing as a competitor. Yeah. I really don't.
Yeah. What do you got on Britney Spears? A lot of suing going on, huh?
It's actually, it's pretty interesting. I think today they're going to sign this deal where Kevin Federline is going to get basically more than $4,000 a week to let her take the kids and go on tour. So he's basically he's going to be making money off these kids.
Selling them off.
Looks like they ought to call him Ken Fatterline.
What? Oh, yeah, he did gain a little weight. Yeah. Speaking of gaining weight, what about that fat pig Jessica Simpson?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
What's going on with her?
Exactly.
You see that gut?
I'm not going to say that.
Come on, you see that gut on
Harvey,
her?
what's wrong
Come
with
on,
you?
she looks like Elvis right before he took his final thump.
You got to admit, she's a fat pig now.
She's
There's
kind
no way
of, she did chunk up a bit.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
She definitely gained some weight. There's no doubt about it.
Any crisis in her life that might do this? Maybe finally realizing her father is a horrid...
Well, her dad has been such a bad guy.
Well, yeah.
Is she pregnant, Harvey?
I don't think so.
With her father's
but
baby.
I think, I hear she may marry this guy, Tony Romo.
Yeah. Oh, that's word on the street.
That's cool. Maybe she could fucking sub for him when he's choking again in a big game. That bum. Maybe she could back up for the Cowboys. He stinks. I'd rather throw Heather Mills' leg.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Well, you guys let me do my morning meeting.
Oh, Harvey.
All right, Harvey, go.
Oh, come on. Hey, I'm trying to help a little bit.
Well, how about really fast the Etta James thing? That's a big story, and I wanted to, send people to your website today.
Oh,
I love this because Beyonce sang Etta James's song "At Last" at the inaugural ball, and I said at the time, "Wow, she didn't do that great of a version of the song." And now Etta James is basically saying she wants to kick Beyonce's ass.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I think it's hilarious, basically hating on Beyonce. And you know who else kind of hates her? Is Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, well, that's the the old guard.
You got to be honest. I mean, Aretha's kind of turned into a big fat pig herself, right or wrong.
But that hat took away the attention from her.
I love that hat.
That hat's
I know.
Fantastic.
Looked like they were gift wrapping an elephant.
Okay, let me do my meeting.
Oh, do your meeting, Harvey. All right.
$100 for me.
This is more important than your meeting, Harvey.
All right, Harvey.
This is big time. You're on it.
I know. I just got to do this or I'll get fired. You know what I'm saying?
And they're still running your reruns of you as the court guy on the streets here in New York.
They're not reruns.
You're still doing that show?
Yeah, I love doing that show.
Harvey, what's wrong with you?
I love that show.
No, you don't. You love the paycheck.
You were on the People's Court. You were the People's Court guy
on the street.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Judge Wapner?
You're Doug Llewellyn?
No, I'm not Doug.
Did Doug Llewellyn ever have collagen to replace his missing upper lip?
Do you do this to everybody?
No, I'm actually curious because there was rumors.
What do you want, a boring interview, Harvey, or you want to have a little fun?
Come on. There was rumors that Doug Llewellyn's upper lip was being replaced with some of Jessica Simpson's bunt fat.
I can confirm that.
That's a story they're working on.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys. Okay, I'm going to do
All right, Harvey.
Go already.
Harvey. All right, Harvey.
Thanks, guys. Good talking to you.
Oh, Harvey.
Bye.
Get out of here.
Someone owes me $100. 3 times he tried to rush up the phone.
I know. All right, guys. Okay, Pookie. Chris in the boat, Pookie.
Beat it.
Harvey from TMZ.
Scram.
Not that there's no
He's the
market.
main guy if you watch the TV show, and he sips on water the whole time.
Not that there's no market for that. There's a big market for it, but it's like there's a vulturish quality to it, which drives me a little nuts.
You know what, though? Who the fuck am I, or
Anthony
you,
Cumia.
or anyone?
Jim Norton.
All right. To say that if there's a demand for it, which there is, it's very high rated, we go to the fucking site and use it on this very program.
We sure do,
so
Anthony.
Who are we to say that they are vultures
They
and
are.
stuff when there's a demand for it and we're using it?
In the sense that the media is vultures too.
Well,
Because
I
there
understand,
is-
but at least there's no fucking camouflaging this as we're doing this journalism, and they're saying, look, we're a fucking site that shows this shit. It peels back the fucking layers.
I like
the
layers.
soft white underbelly of Hollywood, and that's what it is. It's not these paparazzi dudes thinking they're fucking doing a favor for anybody and shit. They're reporting, that this one's fat, this one's
that I
fucking
don't
this
mind.
one.
It's the aggressive way they fucking stalk people. Like there's a line. Of course, it's interesting to hear stuff, but there's a distance they go to, which I've actually rooted for them to be killed doing their jobs. Like I root.
Oh yeah.
And they're not totally honest because they'll stand around, right, snapping photos of Seal and Heidi Klum, and they start going, "Hey, big fan, big fan." They're saying that because legally it's not annoying or not illegal if you're a fan. So they're hiding behind that fucking legal bullshit to harass and stalk people. That's what they're not being honest.
TMZ does?
That's what all these
'cause I don't know.
paparazzi guys do.
You know
Watch the Seal footage where they'll show guys getting screamed at.
I got a better one, which has been just sitting here. It's more recent. Julia Roberts yelling at these guys.
Oh, what a bitch she is.
You think?
I have no idea.
Listen
Let
for
me
yourself,
hear.
but it's pretty much the point Jimmy was making.
Hi, Julia. How are you? You look great today.
You need to get the fuck out of my face. Do you understand me?
Okay.
You are harassing me.
Sorry
get
about
the fuck out of my face. You have followed me all over town.
All right.
I have had it with you.
Okay,
I have
sorry.
your license
I'm sorry
plate
about
number
that.
and your license plate number.
I'm sorry about that.
Fuck off. Aim higher. Get a life. Get away from me.
Sorry about that.
Christian Bale.
Okay.
Right now, you get away from me.
The best part of that is, I'm sorry, as he continues.
I'm sorry.
filming.
Okay, I'll keep filming.
I'm sorry.
He should have built her a cake.
Yes,
Here's what you gotta do.
build her a cake.
It's not just getting a picture. This is This is the guy. I'm sorry. The fucking accent. I'm sorry. Here's what you need. You need a fucking bodyguard like Gavin size. To fucking take his fist and drill it into that camera lens, and then take the camera and take the film out of it.
You know what it's
Prove it,
Jimmy,
motherfucker.
Jimmy, you know what it is though? Put money on the street and then tell people not to pick it up.
No, I understand.
Because there is that guy took that video, got the audio of her cursing, and got a fortune for it.
Hell yeah.
Guaranteed. He got a fortune for it.
He got
as
more
long
money.
as the demand is there, these vultures, and you're right, they are vultures, are just going to do it. It's fucking free money for these guys. They're in the right place, the right time. They want to harass these people, the celebrities. They want them to fucking get all upset because it makes it that much better.
The best part.
What was going on with her, though? She had to have a fucking string hanging.
She's
be that
she's
fucking
been
man?
known to do that. She's had it with the paparazzi.
I bet she didn't have America's most beautiful smile when she was saying "fuck you."
Yeah. The video's great. She doesn't.
I bet she was even hotter.
That's great.
She
I don't
goes
find
right
her hot,
toward the
but
guy.
that was really good.
Yeah, and then realizes, fuck, he'll sue me for millions and win. So the best one, I think we talked to Harvey about it last time. There's a road in L.A. called Robertson Boulevard.
Yeah,
and it's known. The celebrities know of this place to be shot by the paparazzi.
Yeah.
So they'll walk up and down Robertson, and then the paparazzi do their job, and they take their photos. But a lot of these celebrities will pretend like, oh, my God, stop
that's another
bothering me.
thing. They're using the paparazzi.
But they're going to the spot knowing that these guys are there, and then acting like, oh, my God, stop it. Stop. My life's, you can't do this to me.
Yeah.
Completely playing it up. Knowing it's a better shot for them as far as publicity goes.
Yeah, they use
each other.
They use them. Of course.
They use each other. Half these celebrities will call the paparazzi and go, hey, I'm going to be at blah, blah.
I got an inside line on where
because they're trying.
Where.
They use it to their benefit as well. So where is the line there?
Yeah, it's almost like when it becomes this aggressive. Like one thing I actually liked about Kevin Federline is when Brittany was doing something where she was leaving with the kids, and how he was cutting the media off because they were following him, almost putting the kids in danger by aggressively driving.
Yeah.
And you look at the way they stalked Diana. It's like they just.
Oh, what happened there?
Nothing. But I'm just saying she's around somewhere. But her and Dodie, she was taking some big unclipped dick, and all of a sudden they cock block.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where
Now what do you get?
They are vultures, but there's such a demand for it.
Right.
That the money is there, and these guys want to fucking make a fortune.
D-Monet!
And the celebrities use them to get a little publicity. So it's a weird relationship they have with each other. Christian Bale, remember?
Do you remember?
We're trying to get better remixes than the one that's floating around out there, the Bill O'Reilly Christian Bale one.
Yeah, that had a couple of funny moments in it, but it was put together pretty cheesy. It didn't make sense.
Right.
Pick something else.
So we have officially started the remix contest. We're going to start playing the better ones on the show, and our own Derek is going to get us going. He heard us this morning.
Wow!
And he said, "You know what? I'm gonna throw out the first one."
Is this the voices in his head versus Christian Bale? That fucking lunatic.
Gotta love him.
I thought he was the most straight-laced guy when he first came here with the rest of this fantastic crew that we work with. I assumed he was like the college student, the upstanding, high grades, responsible young gentleman that wanted to get into this business. As much of a smartass as Sam is, Derek is equally as much a degenerate.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Probably
he comes across as like, the all-American guy kind of. Yeah, but he's a fucking degenerate.
We love him.
Yeah, I can legitimately call him a drunk, which is fucking retarded. Yeah,
he loves his booze.
He's probably worse than us.
Yeah. Yes.
No, come on.
See, he camos it so well.
No way,
dude.
All right, let's get into
He's
that.
a liquored up bag of shit.
He is.
I've gotten drunken texts from Derek before 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Really?
Absolutely.
Nice.
One time he said that it was something like he was drunk in a parking lot or something, and like of some stadium. And I'm like, oh, you're going to the game? He's like, no, I just came here to drink.
Yeah. See? He's fantastic.
They do that in Philly.
Yeah?
Yeah, they just go to the parking lot.
Yeah, they go to parking lot and drink.
It's
fun.
Sports teams. Where is Derek? We'll talk to him about it.
Yeah.
Derek, you have anything to add? Comment?
No comment.
No comment. That's safe.
All right, we're going to play your remix. Christian Bale versus David O. Russell. Who is David O. Russell? Anyone? Sounds familiar, right?
Russell. Is it David O. Russell?
O. Russell.
Like with a apostrophe?
An O by itself, my friend.
Oh, David O. period Russell?
No, a little thing on the...
David O. Russell.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's Irish.
Oh, there you go.
O. Russell.
From I Love Huckabees.
I Heart Huckabee. Ugh. Oh, that's right.
That's a cool name for a show.
Remember the director, right? Wasn't that the director? And he loses his shit.
Yeah.
To Lily Tomlin, I believe. Yes,
so we got that mixed into the Christian Bale audio that we all have enjoyed.
Okie dokie.
What the fuck are you doing? Are you professional or not?
I'm just trying to fucking help you. Do you understand me?
I want you off the fucking set, you prick.
I'm trying to help you figure out the fucking picture. Hey, bitch.
Why the fuck are you walking right through? Da-da-da-da, like this in the background. What the fuck is it with you?
I'm not here to be fucking yelled at. I worked on this fucking thing for 3 fucking years. Not to have some fucking cunt yell at me in front of the fucking crew when I'm trying to fucking help you, bitch.
You got any fucking idea about, hey, it's fucking distracting having somebody walking up behind Bryce in the middle of the fucking scene.
You're a fucking grown-up. Act like a grown-up. You're not a baby.
I want to fucking kick your fucking ass. You know, shut up for a second.
Yeah, fuck yourself.
Stay off the fucking set, man. For fuck's sake. Right, let's go again.
Look at that.
Better than the
Wow.
Bill O'Reilly one.
That is so much better. It
so
fits.
much better.
It really, I got the impression that people were arguing. I felt like cowering, and I thought spaghetti was going to hit the wall at any moment. That was fantastic,
There
Derek.
you go. Game on.
Yep.
Started by Derek officially. Good job, Derek.
A miserable failure, Derek.
And might as well play this Bailout, the Christian Bale remix by Revolution. I do believe. Steve gave me this.
Yes.
You want me to go fucking trash your lights? Do you want me to fucking trash them? Fuck! What the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
It's fucking distracting. Oh, good. 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 No. No. Fuck. 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 No. No. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. Think for 1 fucking second. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Think for 1 fucking second. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Think for 1 fucking second. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Think for 1 fucking second. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? Give me a fucking answer.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
You are trashing my scene.
Shut the fuck up, would you? Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
And I ain't walking on this set if you're still hired.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
we're fucking done professionally. Fucking ass.
Damn.
Wow, that's a pretty good mix.
I like it.
That's great.
That's
really great.
I was just going to play a tiny little bit of that, but wow. Nice. There you go.
That flows.
The language is a little fucking is not necessary.
No, that's I was offended by some of that.
Well, I just think we keep it clean, keep it fun.
Yeah.
That was revolution.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it that way because it's like C-I-A-N. Revolution.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, we're going to take a quick break and then we're heading toward a fantastic segment today. I got to tell you, we got an author coming in. Listen to this. Hot cougar sex. Steamy encounters with younger men.
Yeah, I guess this is who's this girl here, huh?
Alona Paris, it looks like.
Alona Paris, and is she indeed a cougar?
Yeah.
How old is she?
Well,
and famous cougars listed in her book. Oh, look at that.
Iona is apparently an expert
in there. Thank goodness.
An expert in the new sexuality of our times. She's a former dominatrix. Cougars are defined as women of a certain age who indulge in the pleasures of young men. In the book, she talks about some of her different cougar experiences as well as those of her cougar friends. She mentions fucking and cocks a lot.
I hope she's like Samantha from Sex and the City. I hope she's just like her.
On page 66, she talks about a 250-pound sexy Puerto Rican cougar.
Impossible.
Exactly, unless you're on Jupiter.
So we're going to talk to her in about 10, 15 minutes. Very excited.
Thank God. You know how I love the Cougars, Opie.
Oh, boy.
Wow, do I love the Cougars. Nothing better than a nice old broad to bang. I love it.
I got $100.
What?
I'm just saying, I got $100.
Oh, okay. Watch me go.
And we also
$100.
We should at least acknowledge the girl who did this great picture of the crew. That's really cool, man.
Yes!
We could talk to her after the break.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's a really good
we will do that, and we'll explain the picture. And I'll take a little picture of that.
Can you have copies made of that, miss?
Please.
Ones that aren't, like, rippled?
Yeah.
I bet it was rolled up, right? At
That's
some point,
cool.
and then maybe it got a little squished.
A little bit. It's
And,
Kinkos.
and then it got put in the Kinko's.
Miss,
Is that
this
the
is-
artist?
Miss, this looks like it was done on a curtain.
It's a bit wrinkled. Yeah. And
It's not to take away from the picture itself is
awesome.
amazing. You got my body a little small, but yeah,
she's got you ripped.
I'm a little. I know. I'm teasing,
You
of
look like
course.
Arnold.
Perhaps more than
And I
that.
like
She
that.
had it hanging in her bathroom. That's the problem.
Oh, is that it?
Would you drop a deuce on it? It looks very good, though.
That is really. And you did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not 3 copies? Because we don't really share stuff here.
You're
What do you think? We all
artistic.
live together like fucking the Golden
I
Girls?
honestly thought you were going to smash it.
We'll
Hell
pay for
no,
it,
man.
No, that fucker.
Get us more copies.
I'm
Yeah, we'll
taking
pay
that
for it.
home for fuck's sake. That is going to hang on my wall.
In your bathroom.
No, I swear I'll put it like downstairs by the bar.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
want a copy too. I ain't gonna hang it, but I mean, I'll fucking.
You hang it.
You guys got another, what, $140? That was $70.
Was
Damn,
it?
all right.
I'll give you the money for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I'll
Do
give
you
you a
live
lot
around
more
here?
than that.
Yeah, I live in Queens.
Yeah?
Cool.
That's around here.
Yeah, it's somewhere far away from here.
Who's that? Your fucking boyfriend?
No, I work with these guys.
These
Or this
guys.
These guys? Most guys that are in the arts are fags. Are you guys gay? Who's gay? Which
Well,
one is a gay?
We're in the New York Post.
What?
In the New York Post,
Why are you
newspaper.
Yeah, I know that. For what? Murder?
I'm. this,
She's an artist. I'm in the news section.
Do you do the post photo composites that we love so much where they put...
yeah, some of them.
No, you're not. Dude, stop it.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't know how famous and popular and beloved you are with us. We love the photos, composites, where you put, like, ballerina tutus on football players.
Yeah.
That's you guys? Fucking A, I want their autographs.
famous, right?
Every morning we talk about those stupid photo composites and how fantastic they are.
I want their autographs.
They'll like have a Wall Street guy and he's sitting there and like in a Daffy Duck costume or something. Oh, it's fantastic. I'm stunned.
Yeah, we love
Like
Murdoch.
that one right there?
That's great.
Did they
Yeah,
do
like that one. See that?
Gwyneth Paltrow putting like a mustache and a little goatee on her and devil horns or something?
I don't think they did that one. No, the photo
No.
composite ones are.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, they're usually in the
Photoshop.
finance section, I've noticed, but they've started to spread out. You're getting a little more coverage. Dude, I know. Now Travis is the guy. Me and Travis, we go on and on about this.
The
Travis
excitement
is
is
a fan too,
unbelievable.
isn't it?
It's amazing.
It's powerful.
You're like this one with Duff and Playboy Bunnies.
There it is. See, look.
Duff with Playboy Bunnies. Was
Playboy
that you?
Bunnies.
I did that yesterday.
Look at this.
Shit.
You are so fucking famous
It's
to
in
me.
the paper. Well, Duff McKagan knows a thing or two about finances, and so they got him with Playboy Bunnies. But the Playboy Bunnies weren't in that particular shot. She had to make that.
That's great. Yeah, okay. Who did this one? Because I won an autograph. Son of a bitch.
I can't even see it.
It's the tutu on Lawrence Taylor.
Probably,
She's laughing at it.
Theo did that.
Yeah.
We can
Wow.
get that guy in here if you want.
That's fabulous. Well, no, keep him there. Who
Yeah,
cares?
we don't want him.
No, I'm kidding, of course.
Well, you're famous. There
We
you
do.
go.
We bring it up all the time.
Yeah.
Yep, I've never heard it
Travis,
on the show.
right there.
Well,
Me and Travis love it.
Dude,
I've
have
never
her,
heard
have her
her.
sign what she made.
No, I don't want it signed. I don't
Why?
want
She's
it because
the
I
one
know
that
you
did it.
fucking got. Oh, her sign it.
Yes,
I thought you meant we sign it.
No, have her
Why
sign
would we
it.
sign it?
Why would
Yeah.
we sign her work?
Well, I want to give her. Look, I want to give her the money, and then I want a nice flat copy, and then
Yeah.
So it's flat.
How about this?
So I'll do that, and then you can sign the bottom of it. Yeah.
How about you don't go to Kinko's?
What's that?
Go to a better place than Kinko's.
Kinko's what?
Go to a better. I like her.
Kinko's what?
She has a little bit of an attitude that I would call shitty.
She's an artist.
She's very defensive. Don't go to
she's trying to be
Kinko's.
cool,
Kinko's
man.
what?
She's a cool broad.
I like her. No. This. Can you get this copied? Is it a photograph that you're having copied or no?
No, it's just a file. It's
Yeah.
It's on. Yeah, I'm giving them the file and they print it.
What did you do that on?
I did.
Originally.
I have the original. I mean, I could give that to you guys too.
Holy shit.
Could you print it on something better, like photo paper, or no? If it's paid for?
That's
All right, go to
that's me
Dugal.
more.
I know it's a lot. I like this. She did the little fingers.
Hey,
you want the best,
I'll
Dan?
fucking pay. I want the best.
Dugal is the best in the city.
And I'll throw you a few bucks for the effort. Because
And I'll throw you a few bucks for something else.
Because you know.
Wait, she said throw her something else.
You're fucking, you're doing a good job here and everything. I want you to, get paid for it.
Well, all right. That's sure.
Because
why not?
it's really good. I'm absolutely, that is going to be one of the.
We haven't even described
things.
it yet. It's us three in the middle of a city just destroying
it.
things.
Let's see. Opie's got some kind of a. What does Opie have? An axe?
what do
or
I
a
have, an
club
axe?
or something? A bat?
I seriously thought you guys were going to throw it out the window or make me burn it or something.
No,
you know?
we actually appreciate good stuff, which goes to show you how much good stuff we actually get. None.
It's great.
Our
it's
listeners
great
bring
art.
us shit.
We're destroying a
Chips are
city.
great. What do you mean?
No, well, that was a whole nother thing.
We throw them and break all the bad crap that people give us. But that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's original. It's fucking.
Jimmy's
it looks
hiney's
cool.
out as he's-
Jimmy's ass is out as he's biting a building.
Biting or looking
He's biting a building with
Bruce Willis on a pillow.
tranny's inside the building.
And it looks kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's got a nice weapon.
I got
in
a
his
gun,
hand.
which I love.
There's fire all over the city.
Yeah.
I looked that up.
Are we the good
That's
guys or the
good.
bad guys?
You're obviously awesome in every way.
We're just awesome guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
So awesome.
So
It's
we're
good and bad.
so the city's being attacked, and we're like taking
You're
care of
eating
the
it, yeah.
problem. Nice.
Let me see if I can get that on cam.
Well, you know what? I'm taking a picture, and I'm going to send it to
I
all
like
my.
that a lot,
I'm
actually.
going to send it to all my followers on Twitter. Opie Radio on Twitter. I'll send this out in seconds. You'll have a couple thousand people checking out your artwork in
it's
a few
copywritten.
seconds here.
Well, I mean, I have the file on me. You guys can put it up online if you want.
See, there you go. We could do that. All right.
All right, let's not fight.
We should take a break, and we'll continue. We'll talk to her a little more, and we got to get into this Cougar thing. Hot
She doesn't
Cougar
take any
sex.
shit this one, though. I can tell you that much.
Steamy encounters with younger men on the way. But first, it's Black History Month. In case you missed today's honoree, I guess, here it is again.
To celebrate Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is recognizing those historic African Americans without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor Julius Carey, who played Shonuff, the Shogun of Harlem, in Berry Gordy's epic 1985 masterpiece, The Last Dragon.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
Sure enough.
The Shogun of Harlem.
The evil Shonuff paved the way for cinematic criminal masterminds like Simon Phoenix in Demolition Man. Stay tuned for more icons of Black history
Yeah, that's right. Bow, sucker.
on the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's my Converse.
Hey, it really is. Did you?
That right? Yeah.
No
we
way.
all did.
But in a joking manner.
No. What?
In a way that's funny to say, like the women are also stiff and unpliable.
Oh, okay.
See, that's what I meant.
That's
I make
better.
a joke of this shit. Stick with me here, people.
What happened?
The book has arthritis, just like the Cougars.
Hardening of the pages.
Let's get Alona Paris in studio, the author of Hot Cougar Sex.
Wow.
Steamy encounters with younger men.
Now, is it Alona or Ilana?
Ilona, how are you, baby?
There you are.
Great, I'm great.
Oh.
How are you guys?
We're really good.
How are you young cubs this morning?
Cubs.
Wow,
Well,
we're good. All right.
Not quite as young as we used to be. That's what I say.
Well, I can sense I better get these plugs out rather quickly. I'm going to plug where you're doing your book signings. She's doing 2 signings. Ilana, right?
Ilona.
Ilona is doing 2 signings.
Ilona Paris.
February 7th.
Cougar hunter.
All right, hold on. A lot of sounds happening here. I can just sense that.
Named after how you spend lots of nights, were you? Oh, stop it. That's a joke.
All right, February 7th.
Why don't we turn down the lights so she feels a little more comfortable in studio?
What?
Ilana.
The lights are
wait,
bright in here, Anthony.
Ooh, what is
February
this?
5th.
There you go.
What's today's?
Much better,
when is
trust
February
me.
7th?
This
Much
Saturday.
better. Trust
Hey,
me.
wait a minute.
This Saturday, Alona will be at Eve's Garden, which is 119 West 57th Street. It's from 2 to 4 p.m. Are you doing an afternoon signing?
Yes, it's right next door.
Oh.
Where is it?
Where?
It's at 119.
Wow, we're 111. What a dumb fuck I am. Where are you?
Hello.
Is she on the
It's
corner?
Right, literally right next door in
What
the
is it?
building. It's a adult toy store.
There's
Oh,
a porn
there's a-
place next door?
Stop it. How did we miss that?
Come on.
Are you
yes.
serious?
And they have it's a chic adult toy store on the 12th floor, and it's very hot.
How do you find that? I've been working here
12th floor.
for 5 years, and I had no idea there was a jack-off booth 20 feet away from me.
And they have the best vibrators in town.
Get that fuzzy head.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Next door. So Saturday you're going to be there from 2 to 4 p.m.
Yes.
And then I sense quickly I better move to the next one, February 12th, which would be a week from today.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to do this interview in the dark, actually.
You will be at Come
Turn down
Again.
the lights a little more.
All right, hold on.
Please.
Codependent Jim is just getting out the plugs here. 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Come Again, February 12th at 353 East 53rd Street. A lot of threes on that one.
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah.
What is Come Again?
It's another adult toy store
Oh.
on the Upper East Side. I'm hitting all of them.
Alona, how old are you?
Old enough, baby.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You don't play to him.
What? No, how old are you?
Don't do that.
We're talking Cougars
It's
here.
rude asking a woman her
I know.
age.
I was
Opie.
working the book. It says things you never say to a cougar.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
the first
one of
question
them.
is, so how old are you?
That's
See?
the question you're not supposed
don't.
to
That's,
ask.
I know.
darling.
That's why I did it. See, because
Yes,
it's a whole
yes, good boy.
section.
Get over here so I
That's
can
not-
give you a spanking.
that's all
Opie
right.
isn't very
Trust me,
good
I'm
with
not.
cougars.
Oh.
He doesn't understand the whole cougar concept
help him.
and things like
We'll
that.
help
You're gonna have to walk him through. What is the appeal of for a younger man to be with an older woman, a cougar, if you will?
Yes. Well, the appeal is she's very experienced.
Opie. Yes.
She knows how to
Everyone
handle
else went
herself in the
home.
bedroom. She can keep up with him. And he
gargles.
feels, he loves being with someone who's accomplished so much in her life.
Really?
Yeah.
And that doesn't take away from the experience that the gentleman is with a woman that is perhaps sometimes the age of his own mother.
Well, it can be quite the turn-on for a younger
Can it?
man. So, in my experience,
In your experience, it has.
been. Yes.
You've had a lot of experience as being the cougar.
I like to do my research for my books.
Oh,
yes. I like
do
to
tell,
do a lot
do tell.
Of research.
So,
yes.
so you hit the scene, the bar scene, I would gather. That's
I
where you
didn't.
find. But where
No,
do you find your young gentlemen?
I find them. Well, hopefully they're pigs, but
What? Oh, you like a good,
You like a good,
nice deep dickin' from some young guy, right?
Well,
Are
I
you
think
a,
so.
Are you a size
Absolutely.
queen? You like the big cock?
I am. Yes,
Yeah?
I am, darling. I think, you see these sex therapists and they say, oh, there's nothing. It's not about sex, about the size of the sex.
Yeah. Liars, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a
I think it's all about the size.
big fat hog.
You like
Yeah.
Wait,
I hear you.
You were a dominatrix too, it said?
That's the rumor.
How long were you a dom for?
A couple of years.
Were you here in New York?
I have been all over the world.
You know
a little
Jimmy Norton?
here and there. Yes, whipping and spanking.
But you were like a legit dom.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was the freakiest thing you had to do?
Yeah.
in
What
that
was
profession?
your range of sessioning?
I think someone wanted me to dress up as Batgirl and blow a powder puff in their face.
Oh,
that was
really?
interesting. Yeah.
Who's Powder Puff?
I'm not
It's
telling.
a blowjob joke.
I love it.
Did
you got
did you do really kinky stuff like strap on or showers?
I in most states, supposedly it's against the law to do those things.
But it's in the past, though. It's like admitting I used to smoke pot or something. It's like,
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Have you ever shit on someone's chest?
I'm not into brown showers, boys.
Called brown
no.
showers.
No.
Ugh.
Yeah,
what was your what was your dom name?
Lady Leopard.
Really?
Yes.
Lady Leopard. So now you have this this book that Hot Cougar Sex. What do you see guys, younger pigs, as you say, or younger guys,
Young
whatever,
men.
young men?
Cubs.
What do you
Young
see them?
cubs.
What do you see them liking that you offer them as opposed to the younger women? Like what do you see them enjoying
I'd say
in an
that
older
would be
woman?
it. Yes.
Yeah. They just.
I think it's a lot of fun. They're young, they're fresh, they're a lot better than an older man.
See,
who-
okay, now that's the question I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
You just brought up the older man. Now, you obviously do not enjoy being with the older men. You like the younger guys. Why is that?
Well, I find the younger guy he's fun, he's fresh, he's not stuck in his ways.
Right.
He's not into sitting at home eating a bowl
Exactly.
of ice cream and watching TV every night. He wants to go out and do things. He wants to get laid.
Yeah.
He wants to go to hear, great concerts or do something fun in the city.
Anything physical that you find different in the younger men and the older men that you choose the younger?
Well, in most cases, I can get it up, but I have to say I have new hope in the older men.
Really? Why
and
is
my
this?
current boyfriend
Cialis.
is quite fabulous, yes, but even without that, in fact, today in preparation for the show, I had a cum facial.
Oh, you did?
And you might notice a nice glow. And I would have to
I've
say,
noticed that same as Jimmy's.
It's not. Oh, that's not nice.
Did you
Well.
really have a facial?
Yeah, I
You hear me
did.
trip on a facial? That just got my interest.
Did you get it in the eyes and stuff?
No, you don't want to get it in the eyes because then
Yeah.
it stings.
And it's bloodshot. We saw Jimmy come in. He shot a load in his own eye once. He's
I
got good
did.
range.
I'm amazing. When I'm alone, it looks like an elephant stepped on a tube of toothpaste. If I'm with somebody, it looks like Dick Clark sipping buttermilk.
Now, how old or about how old is the gentleman that you are with?
Late 50s.
Okay, so now why is that? If
Wow,
you
younger man.
if you like, do you just like going out and getting laid by these younger guys, or do you like a little longer term relationship thing? What are you into?
When I write a book, I do a lot of research. I'm probably considered the gonzo writer for sexuality. So whatever I'm writing about, I go out and I explore. And so I had met quite a few, or a few men at least, and enjoyed the experience an awful lot. They're just fun. They're vibrant. They're alive. They've got fresh ideas, and they're not stuck in their.
Let me tell you something now.
Tell me, baby.
I agree with you 100%. Because I, too, love young broads.
I
cannot stand women my own age.
Why?
Or old, because they're fucking hags, first of all. They're hags. They're bitching fucking cunts. And I'm just being honest with you.
Yes.
And when they take their clothes off,
yes,
there's this fucking thing that gravity has done, or childbirth, that has devastated their body and leaves me with nothing that I can look at to satisfy myself visually and stimulate me in that way. I like an ass like a snare drum. Boom, boom, boom. Nice, tight ass that doesn't look like they've been sitting in a gravel driveway and then gotten up and brushed the gravel off.
And how does your ass look?
My ass is fine. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to show you my ass.
You're not going to show me your
No,
ass?
because it's a fucking privilege. Because it's a privilege for girls that are 22.
I'll show you mine.
They are so fucking hot.
I think
20,
we should
20.
all line
Okay,
up and
20.
do an ass
20
test.
or 2.
20 or 2, right. No, it has nothing to do with it.
Wait.
This is just...
Prove Anthony wrong. Can we see your ass?
I'll show you mine if you
I
show me
need
yours.
to see all of your
Jimmy
asses.
will
you know?
represent us.
No, that's not fair. I want to see. I want to see all of your asses in a row.
I'm not going to beg an old broad to see his
I
ass.
don't
If you
want
want it, then you
to.
don't want
I
it.
am just
Jesus
saying
Christ.
my personal
I'm having fun
preference
with this.
over the years. My personal preference has been younger girls. Now, the whole cougar thing. Girls that are cougars, women that are cougars, like younger guys, and they have different reasons. And it's always this kind of they're fun, they're vibrant, they're this. I like younger girls because when you look at them sprawled out naked on the bed, they are
hot.
gorgeous.
Anthony, with that said,
yeah, that's like the main reason.
With that said, what's wrong with Ilona then?
I'm not saying anything's wrong with Ilona. I think, if you're a guy that is into cougars or into like a motherly type thing, I don't
she's
like
perfect.
a mothering thing. See, I don't like that. I wouldn't. I'd be reminded of like mom, and who needs that? I like being reminded of my younger sister.
Well, what about like
Teasing,
Demi?
of course.
What about Demi Moore?
Demi
or
Moore.
Kim Cattrall.
These
or
are
something?
Kim Cattrall
No.
is a disaster, and these are women that look good with their clothes on. The second you take the clothes off, it's gravity. It's your basic 1G. When you stand around with 1G on you the whole time, there's going to be some damage done. That's all I'm saying.
And are you offering
Science.
a hot body to your 22-year-old?
As hot as I can keep it, yes.
that's important.
I try to work out. I try to keep it there. I could get a fucking rod like no one's business.
Well, I have to agree with you, though. I think, young guys, come on. It's the same for me. When I see a hot 28-year-old guy.
Oh, stop. You're getting me.
Physically, he's hot.
See?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
the
talking
abs,
about.
the tight abs,
What does he
and
get
the
in?
thighs.
Well, what
and
does he get in return? He's got the hot body for you. What does he get?
Yeah.
He
What's
gets
the
a
quid
hot
pro
fuck.
quo?
He gets a hot fuck because what? You're more experienced, I guess?
Well, I think more experienced, but I think it's more about being free and loose and
Loose, all right.
comfortable with. I wouldn't say
No?
I'm loose, baby.
All right, I'm just asking.
I'd say
Any
I'm-
kids? Any kids?
No,
Be
no,
honest. No kids?
no,
Okay.
no.
All right.
So the
Thank God.
The pussy's still in good shape?
I'd say so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do those Kugel
stitch or two?
exercises.
Oh, you do those?
Does that work?
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
She does those exercises where keeps the old
Well,
pussy
it gives you
tight.
some good squeezing techniques.
That's good.
So is the attraction? I guess for a younger guy, like you're 21, 25 years old, they like the taboo of an older woman because it's not the norm. Like whereas, for me, a cougar because I'm 40. I look a lot younger. I'm more
You're
of that.
40?
Thank you.
Isn't that amazing?
Is that good? Right?
He doesn't look 40.
It's the cum facials.
Yes. You're surprised. My throat looks 10. But for me, a cougar would be in her 70s because I'm 40. So it's like for me, it's not. I'm kind of with Ann. I
What
like
about
it younger.
50?
Yeah.
That's not a cougar for me. That's just a woman who's within my age range, a little older than me.
10 years older.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
prefer younger. But women my age, they represent marriage and stability. They want that kind of life most times. So that's why I don't like it. I like a young, dirty girl.
Yeah.
A young, dirty
But you like
girl.
a young, dirty
I've
girl.
seen
Well,
some of Jimmy's pics. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
You could, you could get a dirty older girl.
You can. I've fooled around with a few, but they just tend.
What was your experience?
It's always been decent. I just, they're more. I say this: a woman in her 30s and up is more likely to take it in the ass. Is more likely because they're not afraid of looking bad. They're more likely to talk dirty well.
So
Yeah.
Well, let's ask her. Do cougars take it in the fart box?
They do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
A lot
Yeah.
more often than maybe a younger broad. Yeah.
It's a mixed bag. I would have thought
Certainly
a
is.
younger girl would have taken it more, but I
Really?
it
They're
depends
scared.
on- really?
They're scared you're going to pull it out and it's going to have an Abe Lincoln hat on it, which happens in the territory.
Oopsie.
We've all been there. Like, no, it's okay. It's no big deal.
I akin like older women to guys that have like a fetish. If you're a young guy and you like older women, it's like a fetish, like being after fatties, And I'm not into that whole thing. Like I wouldn't find an older woman a turn on like I wouldn't find a fat chick a turn on for me. It's just personal preference.
Well, that's your thing, yeah.
Right.
You know,
it's personal preference.
I've met some younger guys who are very much in the business world, and they find that when they meet somebody like myself, they like the idea that she's put together, she's got a lot of, business acumen, but she also can hold a conversation with him, that he's not stuck going to places with
Smom vacation, I say.
with somebody who can't talk with him.
Really?
I don't buy that at all.
I like when they can't talk because their mouth is full of dick.
Well, yeah. Then there's that.
I really don't buy that at all. I think they're going for the lay, and that's it.
Yeah, young guys.
I'm sorry.
I can't see this
The
whole
conversation, all that. They'll hang out with their guys. For the
I think it's a way of these cougars rationalizing that they're getting fucked by these young guys and then maybe not even getting called back. It's a quick, easy lay at the end of the night. And I don't think that there's this yearning for knowledge in a woman with this fucking worldly experience. They just want a wet pussy to stick their dick in. And it happens to be late at night. Maybe all the fucking hot chicks are gone. Some woman's fucking over her Manhattan,
looking
sipping her fucking Cosmo, looking for a deep dickin', and the guy's like got beer goggles on. And before you know it, he's trying to, chase you out of the house in the morning.
And as long as you got the lube in your back pocket,
right? Plenty of that.
Well, there you go.
But there are guys that like that, though. It's like
there you go.
Like chubby chasers, they call. There are guys, skinny guys that
you're
will.
not talking to chubby chasers.
Yeah.
But I mean, a skinny guy will marry a fat woman, and it's a fear of being abandoned, probably. But they will marry the person, and that's what they stick with. So there are younger guys. Like, look at Ashton Kutcher.
Right.
He had so much.
The
weirdo.
Yeah.
Because she's older. He had so much young pussy thrown at him.
All right.
Yeah.
He's a weirdo.
He
What
likes
about,
older.
let me ask you, what about menopause? How does that change the pussy?
Supposedly it dries it out. I hate to say that. That hasn't been my
Why are you saying
experience.
supposedly?
It hasn't been
Really?
my experience.
Have you been through the change?
I'm entering it.
You're entering the change?
And I have to tell you that
Really?
I'm hotter than ever.
Really? Those are the flashes, right?
Yeah, well, yes,
no, hot. I meant the other way.
It's not
Okay.
just the flashes.
I
but,
got
She's got leather pants on, Ann.
But
She's
you
hot.
say you have no, you have no problem with the
leather
lube.
pants equals hot.
With lubing. See, it's fun to play with lube in certain circumstances, but to need it.
Well, yeah,
no,
but
no.
Jenna Jameson claims that spit is the best lube you can use.
Depending on the
Yes.
person's spit. Now, the viscosity of the spit matters. I've had girls spit on my dick where I was able to really go. And then there's people that are probably manic depressive, and they have that nervous dry mouth. And it's like this. And like one fleck of white dry, it looks like a white cornflake comes out. And it's like, hey, fucking chemo mouth, you want to go grab something from the bathroom? So I've had it from all ends of the spectrum.
You shouldn't spit after you've had milk and cookies.
Well, that would be a little viscous.
Yeah, a little
but look, as long as you're still getting wet, things like that. That's good. But the older women like that, like you're saying, they tend to dry up. You can't.
How the boobs? They hold up.
Yeah. What about that too?
Well,
breast implants? What do you got?
Cougars are very much into yoga and Pilates, so my tits are still good. I can't complain.
Are they better
my boyfriend.
Are they better than?
Holy shit!
Oh God!
Jesus Christ!
Thank you. Than that.
There's a picture up there of a woman that looks like she's about 100 years old, and that is an ET body.
I would do that for the goof.
No, you wouldn't.
No,
ever.
you wouldn't.
You couldn't.
No,
you
you
couldn't.
wouldn't.
You couldn't
I would
do
only do
that.
that if I could fuck her in a coffin.
It's horrible. That's way past
That's kind
Cougar.
of scary. I
What's
don't think I'm going there.
what's the biggest age difference you had?
It's interesting. All the guys that I've met, for some strange reason, have all been 28.
Yeah, 28.
And it's worked for me. They're
You just don't want to say that age,
yummy.
huh?
Why are you dating an older guy then? Like, if you like that a lot, why are you dating guys in the 50s?
Well, I think I don't want to hold on to a young guy who maybe wants to get married and have kids. And I think that's the big thing. I don't want to take away from that for some guy. I think so finding someone my own age or a little bit older, I think is a more appropriate thing in the long run. For the long term.
So now you were a dom, and you write. Did you write other books before?
Yes, my first book is called "You Know You Love It: Lessons in Sexual Mischief," and sexual mischief stands for S&M.
So what do you like in your personal life? Are you more of a sub in your personal life? Because a lot of doms are you dom in your personal life?
Good question. I would say I would call. Creative erotica. I like to try anything and everything with all of the experience that I've had.
But are you more comfortable grabbing a guy's throat, or are you more comfortable having your hair pulled and being directed?
A combo. Yeah.
Like a little bowl.
Like to do both.
Whatever feels good, right?
I'm the same.
Exactly.
Whatever you're into.
But I'm
you
not
could,
really into. I dated someone recently who wanted me to tie him up, whip him, and put a hood on him, and it just kind of didn't work for me.
Yeah, a white hood.
Well, I was trying not to say anybody's name here, but that just doesn't work for me. I don't find that sexy.
Yeah.
As a job, it's a different thing. That's
You like
what
to
I did
spank
for
people?
a job.
I've gotten into spanking a little bit, but never too much.
I think if you're spanking somebody, whether it's a young cub or an older man, and he's, inside you, giving him a couple of smacks on the butt gets the cock going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps the machine moving.
Would you spank young Sam for us today?
Sure.
Aw. Young Sam, would you take a bare-bottom spanking from the Cougar?
He'd have to lean over the table.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Does it have to be bare bottom?
Yes, it does, baby. Of course it does.
Does it have to be bare bottom? Oh, his voice
I've
cracked.
had lessons in spanking,
Yeah?
and I've given
Really?
them. So
Jimmy
I'm very good.
teaches people how to spank, right?
I do. You keep your arms stiff and you yell, "Don't shit." So what is the lesson in spanking?
Sam, let's go.
You want to, you don't want to keep hitting them in the same spot, but you want to get them in the sweet spot, and you want to.
That's what I did wrong. I was separating the cheeks and then flicking the hole with my finger really hard.
That can't work.
Yelling
That's
naughty.
a different kind of spanking, darling.
All right, so Sam's going to get spanked. Someone's going to film. Where's E-Rock?
Never
Or somebody else
darling.
that can
Sam, why don't you get
Take
your
a
bare-bottom
spanking?
spanking?
Oh,
yeah.
yes, line them
Come
up
on.
for me.
take your spanking.
I'm going to take a picture, Sam, for your girlfriend.
There's a problem. If we do a bare bottom, there's a huge risk.
Of what? Uh-oh.
You're coming in your pants?
What?
What kind of underpants do you have
him
on?
putting
No,
bird
I just
droppings.
have blue underpants, but I think I can get away with a
Blue underpants spanking?
underpants spanking.
Oh, we
yeah,
fucking
Yeah,
we'll
he
do
doesn't. You
underpants
don't want
spanking.
markings? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of the girlfriend.
Yeah.
You won't be marked.
Well, she kind of knows I'm into cougars.
Okay, see?
I mean,
Yep, that's all he talks about all the time.
Yeah.
Older women, older women, older women.
Get over there. Get your
Yeah.
spanking
All
from
right, all right,
the
get over
Underwear
here, sweetheart.
spanking.
from the broad.
Boo.
He's got not even under. They're boxer shorts, so it's not even like tighty whities where you're gonna get any impact point. Oh Jesus!
Sam, wait. Get over the counter.
What are you doing?
What's wrong with you? You don't know how to get spanked?
Okay.
Fuck, Sam.
Can I take these off?
Oh, I got to get a picture of
Just
Sam.
pull it down a little bit, I guess.
Yeah,
Just like the top, maybe, or something, or.
So you want to start off light. You ready?
oh
Here we
my
go.
goodness. Ooh.
See, and then you go around, and you get the sweet spot, which is
Oh,
right
there
here.
it is. Oh,
Oh, Sam, you're digging it, right?
very much.
Sam's
Ooh,
loving
mommy.
it.
There we go.
Oh, mommy, he's saying.
Yeah, play it up, Sam.
Ooh, man. Just like mommy did it. I love it.
Is that her pussy or did you fart?
No farting. No farting.
No.
I wish I could, mommy. I wish I could.
Mommy.
Give me a number from 1 to 10.
7.
7. Okay. Count.
Ooh, 7. 1,
1.
2, 3,
Yeah.
Dick, I love it.
4, 5,
It's feeling hot in here.
6, 7.
Oh, you like 7 the best, did you?
Where are we? Oh, 8.
Oh, she can't count very well.
Good measure.
That was 9, by the way.
Hey, would you put on a strap on and now and kind of teach him a lesson?
Do you have one in your pocket?
Have you done that before?
Have I? It's against the law in the United States.
To put a strap
No, it's not.
on and dick somebody
No,
with
it's
it?
Is it really?
Is
You
it?
know all
Against the law.
she knows all the
I could get
rules.
arrested for doing
But let's just
that.
say, have you, though?
Where?
Not now. They're not
have
going to come after you if you haven't. If you.
Hypothetically speaking, would you ever?
I wouldn't because it's against the law.
Right.
How
Against the
about if
law.
we're talking about sexual preference. Technically, sodomy is against the law, too,
Yeah.
in a lot of places. So you can't say you wouldn't have anal sex, you wouldn't have oral sex.
Well,
Both was considered sodomy.
If it's part of a job requirement, then you want to do the best job you can do. That's what I would say. It's not something that I would prefer in my personal life. It's not something that I'm interested in doing personally. But, if, like anything, if typing a letter, you want to type well, using a strap-on, if that's required in a job, then you'd want to.
Wait, hold on. That's a big jump.
Well.
Typing a letter. Yeah, that's how you ask. All right, well, I'll hire you to be a secretary. How many inches a minute can you take?
Right. There you go. There you go.
All right.
So, as far as I just want to get back to the cougar thing.
Yes.
Where would a woman who is a potential cougar,
yes,
a cougar, someone that wants to be a cougar, where would she go to meet guys? The best place to meet the young guys that she would want to take to bed.
I think, if you're into bars, going to a sports bar, clearly when there's a sporting event, like, say, this past weekend would have been a great time to meet young Cubs, watching the Super Bowl or whatever. That would have been a great time.
Sit down and talk about baking while they're trying to watch the game?
Well, I don't think so. You want to keep up and talk about the sports
But
with
you
them.
would have to, do some training. Some of these cougars would have to know something about, football or
sure,
some of these things that the young Cubs, as you say, are knowledgeable in and interested in. Because it's kind of hard to go to a younger guy if you're an older woman and find common ground and be able to talk about things that, except maybe fucking.
Well, it's been funny because I thought.
Oh, God.
You got right
I'll
over
wait
me
to the
on that
point.
one. Yeah,
No, I
you
know.
got right over
All
me
right.
on that one. But I have been surprised that I was able to have conversations with guys who
Really?
were, say, 28 years old. We had a lot to talk about because it was fun conversation about things they're into, I'm into, and we actually were able to converse, which was a surprise to me.
The most common conversation you could get into is depends.
I don't think
I'm
so.
kidding,
in your
of course.
Dreams. In your dreams,
No,
darling.
that's silly, of course. I tease.
The book is called Hot Cougar Sex.
Stop talking and start sucking.
I think some other places to go would be go to Home Depot. You could ask somebody what
Home
size
Depot?
nail he would recommend.
Oh.
Or if he has any suggestions about what type rope would be good to use.
Screw, you shouldn't say nail screw.
Does he have a good hammer? He could suggest something like that.
I would go to the supermarket and pick up a cucumber and go, mine's bigger than yours, my cucumber.
Well,
And that's a good way to pick up Mrs. Dean Wormer.
I'd
You
pick
can
up a
pick up
zucchini
somebody.
and say mine's darker than yours.
Or a nice banana.
Or a yam. And say I drop logs this size. So
Or how about a good banana?
Hey, where's your line as far as cougaring goes?
Oh, how young would you go?
Well, no, like stuff. Like, are you into I don't know, ATMs?
What do you mean?
Oh, ass to mouth.
Ass to mouth.
Ass to mouth?
Like everyone
I
has
don't
their
have any
line.
Problem. I
You
don't
would
have
go
any
ass to
problem.
mouth?
Sure, why not? Their ass or my ass? Anybody's ass.
Oh, it'd have to be yours.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah,
you're getting fucked in the ass, and then pull out, and then right into the mouth. Right. Is that ass to mouth, Jimmy?
Yeah, I think that's a line
You're
breaker.
tasting your own
that's
ass.
a line
That's
breaker.
a line breaker. It's,
Yeah.
it's bad for your health.
How young would you go, as far as a guy goes?
I might go to 20, but I wouldn't go, let's
Into
say,
the
age
teen?
15.
No,
I
well,
think
that's
16.
illegal.
That's
reserved for
18's legal.
teachers.
I think those. Well, yeah, there's a lot of that going on these days. So I wouldn't go to. 15
No,
is
you
too
go
young.
like legal, 18, 19
Yeah,
even?
legal.
Something like
Sure.
that?
Why
Okay.
not?
All right. That's good. I like the way you think.
Why
We
not?
think a lot alike, only completely opposite.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're for the women,
Yeah.
and I'm for the guys.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like two creeps in separate but equal vans.
Right. Exactly.
I'd say that's
Two
about it. Yeah.
fucking sexual predators on the prowl. Exactly.
Yeah.
Looking for someone young who needs a parent figure. Two pieces of shit
Right.
in the same pod.
Two pieces of shit looking for youngsters that need a father or a mother.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're just going to help them out a bit. You know, the best place to meet young guys these days are, and maybe even for women, is on the train, on the subway. I have found that on the subway here in New York, I have met more young men.
Bet you
I'm
have.
telling you, like, oh my God, it's like a candy store.
It's also the best place to be piped over the head, robbed, or have a man shit his
Pushed onto
pants
the tracks.
and then try to entertain you as the train is moving.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, all
Oh,
right.
wow. We get it. You don't have a place to sleep tonight. Shut up. All right, well, we like this. Alona Paris, hot cougar sex,
Very good.
encounters with younger men. How do you answer the question, how old are you? Because that's one of the questions that was suggested.
I suggest that you discuss it before you're naked and have just done the deed. Don't ask it after you've just fucked her. Ask her before.
Right.
Because then she can calm herself and prepare.
She's old enough you can put nitroglycerin on your dick and just jam it in her mouth.
You know, like I said, I prefer the younger to older, but sometimes the young girls don't know what they're doing, and I do have a clip of me in that experience.
Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
Are we going to see it?
And then, I sing a little song.
See, I didn't know that there was a sex place right next door here, 119 57th Street, 12th floor.
Yeah,
have to go there.
Come, Eve's Garden.
That's
yes.
2 to 4 this Saturday, p.m. Do you have a website? This will be easier.
I do. ilonaparis.blogspot.com.
Okay, ILONA Paris.blogspot.com, and they're going to ask if you're an adult and you want to go in. I'm sure it's adult content.
No, it's not.
Is
It's,
Paris a fake name?
Yeah.
Paris is a fake name?
Paris is it's my name that I took on when I got
Started writing?
divorced.
Pseudonym.
Why the divorce? Now we got into...
Oh, boy.
Why did you get divorced?
My husband and I, it just didn't work out, and
After how many years?
it was a shorty. It was a
is that
shorty.
the problem?
And you can
But he
take
said
it
how many
any
years?
way you like it. Take it any way you like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Quick little marriage. Things didn't work.
Yeah.
And then you
young
decided to go
guys.
out and fuck young guys. That's
I'd say that about
You're a
sums it
trooper.
up after I became a dominatrix. Sure,
Okay.
why not?
All right, so you were really mad. People don't just become doms because they're like, it'd be fun to torture a guy with fucking nipple clamps. And
there's
some
probably a
CBT.
reason.
This was, so you're probably mad after you divorced and you want to beat the shit out of guys, and that was a great gig to get into.
I don't think so. I think, what I've found is when people get divorced and they're older, and if they haven't been getting a lot of sex, they tend to go to the other end of the spectrum and fuck their brains out and get involved in all kinds of sexuality that they haven't done before. And that was kind of my case. I just got so involved and went to the far end and started exploring all kinds of stuff.
Where'd you work as a dom in the city?
And I worked out of Boston, and I had my own dungeon.
No wonder you're so paranoid. They're fucking Boston. They're very paranoid about like what you can do, what you can't do for doms. They don't say you go to Eros ads. The fucking Boston doms are like, I'll do dom things, and they won't mention anything specific.
Really?
Yeah, they must crack that.
Fraidy
on it.
cats.
Well, yeah, they had a thing called Paddleboro out there, and they went in and arrested all kinds of people. So they are very paranoid in Boston.
What
But
was
you
your
do-
dungeon? That doesn't matter now. It's over.
It was in Brighton, but
Really?
and here in
Brighton.
New York, it's the same thing. They've been busting a lot of the dungeons here in New York, and
I've never
you have
heard
to
of
be
a
very
dungeon
careful
being
as
in New
well.
York.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Fascinated
There's a shitload
that there's
of them.
even dungeons.
There's
Yeah.
Arena,
Yeah.
Elizabeth's,
That scares
Raptures.
me.
It used to be Den of Iniquity.
Pandora's Box.
Pandora's Box. There's fucking the Nutcracker Suite.
Yes, yeah.
No, there's not a place called the Nutcracker
As a matter
Suite.
of fact,
Oh,
What do you get
yes,
at the Nutcracker
yes.
Suite?
One of the girls who used to session there, I wanted to go in for a golden shower. Her name was Jade Vixen. I didn't go do it. But one of her
you sure?
slaves, 100%, believe me, I'll tell you. One of her slaves just shot and murdered her boyfriend. It was a
Oh
guy.
yes, I heard about this.
He was actually married to a dom at one point.
You sound like Dr. Kaku talking about space and time,
Yes.
and you know so much about this, Jimmy.
I've always kind of
I'm
liked
fascinated by
But I
Jimmy's
got it down.
knowledge of doms and dungeons.
Are
and-
you a dom or a sub?
it.
Switch?
I do both. Yeah, I prefer to be dominant. But I like fetish. I'm much more fetish oriented, golden showers, stuff like that. But which I don't consider to be submissive. I'm not naughty when I get pissed on. It's just great.
Well, I found that a lot of the guys in New York are into the whole what they call full toilet.
Full toilet?
Of course.
The boys are, whoa!
What is full toilet?
It's golden and brown, rookie.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Of course it is full
Yeah.
toilet.
What about a little
training.
vomit in there,
Yeah.
too?
That's Roman.
Well, that's Roman, yes.
Roman.
Yes, that's
Oh, of
Roman.
course.
Oh, look at us learning
there are-
stuff today. This is wonderful.
Then there are pink showers, which I could never do.
Pink shower would be obviously the period.
Okay.
Or
um,
Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get it all.
You
But
got good logs when you're doing this?
I don't know. That was never my thing.
never her
But
thing.
I think
She doesn't
there,
do brown.
there's.
Oh, you don't? She's done brown. She just doesn't want to talk about it. You got
no,
good logs
I don't
or what?
know. That really was not my thing. But there are a few gals here in New York
Yeah.
who do specialize in that.
Sex during your period? You enjoy that during the Carter administration?
I think during the Carter administration.
Teasing, of course.
Oh,
teasing, of course.
In your dreams, baby.
I'm kidding.
But, I think it makes women
only
more
kidding.
sexy.
Does it? You like that? See, I don't
think
care.
They're very turned on.
I don't. Yeah, a lot of guys don't mind it. I don't care at all if that fucking bed looks like Mr. and Mrs. Lizzie Borden's bed.
A crime
I don't
scene
care.
thing?
Just put down a yoga
crime
mat,
scene sex?
you
Doesn't
know.
matter to me.
Yoga mats.
Don't care.
Yoga mats
I don't do my
are
own
for a
laundry,
lot
so I
of
don't care.
things.
Yeah, but do you clean off it before you go to sleep, or do you just fucking fall asleep?
And then just roll around and make your own painting.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
Your dick is stuck to the sheets. I can't have period sex.
It's like the Shroud of
can't have
Turin,
period
only
sex?
a cock. Jimmy cannot have period. He gets pissed on, and gets pissed on in the face and mouth and whatever. Yet he can't have period sex.
No, it's not my thing.
I don't mind
spit in the
period
mouth,
sex at
spit
all.
in the face, all that shit, but just period stuff. I just never did it.
Oh, all
Do you
right.
spit in people's mouths?
I spit in their faces. I spit in their faces. Why not?
That's cool.
You know.
Where you at with that these days, Jimmy?
It's fantastic. I've done it.
No,
and
as far as like,
I know where this is going.
what?
would you take some spit?
No, I'm kind of seeing somebody now. It's not, you
All
know.
right, then that's fair enough.
But if
He
I wasn't,
wouldn't
I
mind.
would.
Sam, would you?
More than kind of seen.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
You're
We
in trouble
forgot
for
about
the
that.
spanking? Why?
How is the spanking?
I would assume.
You can be in trouble if it's from an old broad.
How was it?
Very erotic.
You hated it, right?
No.
Are you a sub, Sam?
Well,
I
when
can't picture Sam being turned on
Sam-
sexually at all. Just he's like a roach.
Speak
guy.
honestly for once instead of. Did you like that?
No.
All right, good. It's silly.
Was it hard?
The spanking itself? Yeah.
Yeah, did it hurt? Like that hard?
It didn't hurt. It wasn't like comfortable. It wasn't like getting tickled, but
I think when you're in a situation like this, you can't really focus and enjoy the sensuality of it. It's more of kind of like a joke. But if you're in
She
a
makes a good point,
exotic,
Sam.
dungeon with ropes and things and leather and latex and everything, it's a totally different experience.
I think I was going to be killed. You know, I don't like that whole shackled up and tied up things and.
Dungeon's never sexy to me.
No,
Too
no,
impersonal.
couldn't
It's too
imagine.
dirty. The floors are filthy.
You've
Dungeons
been
are-
there though.
I'm sure, but very rarely. I would always session at my house.
Session.
Yeah,
I like that. He uses all the jargon and everything.
But it's true. I wouldn't go to
You're
dungeons.
great.
So if you're
My hero.
playing at home in your house, is that sexy to you? Is that erotically sexy to you?
Of
if you're
course.
playing? Yeah.
Much more.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so it is possible.
Oh yeah, but it's
See,
much.
there you go.
The
It's
dungeon
very
itself
sexy.
creeps me out.
Yeah.
I don't like walking in and seeing all that fucking medieval shit. It's like, I don't know, you gonna fuck me in the ass, or do you think I might be a witch? What are we doing here?
I think when you do go to these dungeons, you don't know. I agree with you. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know what the hygiene factor is. If you go to, say, a sophisticated dominatrix in her home or in her private dungeon, when I had my own dungeon, it was meant to be very sensual.
Yeah.
And very sexy. So when the person came
More
in,
cozy.
they walked in and it was like, wow, this is hot. You're sexy. I'm down on my knees immediately for you.
So did you allow like ass worship and stuff like that and face sitting?
It depended on the client. But it was more, I certainly allowed foot worship.
That can be erotic too. I mean, women like their feet sucked.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, and men love to, worship feet. I think that in my first book, I did a whole chapter on foot worship.
I don't get that one. Not that I think it's gross, but I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like I don't comprehend it. In the sense
I've always said it's part of the whole package for me.
Sure.
I need a foot that doesn't have like tendons that look like talons and all corns and fucking like
yeah,
ugh.
you want it pretty.
It's part of the whole package.
Yes.
Yeah, they gotta have cute.
You don't want a
feet.
club foot or
I like
anything
cute
like
feet.
Yeah, nobody wants to worship Dudley Moore's foot.
No,
No.
dude. Jesus Christ. Big hammer toes. Again, a cougar question that I was curious about. A woman, first time cougar, right out of the box. She wants to give this a try. What is a few or one of the biggest mistakes she can make while going out there and trying to pick up a young man?
I think don't laugh at the guy. If he says something and he's
Jesus.
talking about, what he does for a job or what he likes for music or what he likes for television or something, don't laugh in his face and say, that's so stupid or something like that. Don't laugh at the guy. I find men are very sensitive.
I don't think you'd have to write that down or anything. That's pretty much like common sense. If the guy goes, work at McDonald's for minimum wage, and and you go, I was just fucking a goddamn Wall Street executive, dummy.
Yeah, if he likes Metallica, don't embarrass him by saying you like Benny Goodman. just let him like Metallica.
Yes.
Don't make fun of him.
Yeah.
Or don't make fun of his accent or something like that.
What about dressing? How should the woman dress while she goes out? Should she dress slutty? There's a fine line between looking ridiculous if you're an older woman and dressed all slutty. Because I've been, driving, and then you see some woman walking down the road, and you go like, what's going on there? And then you pass and turn around and look and go, ah! Because they're trying to dress like they're in their fucking teens.
Well, I agree, and I think I've seen some. I did a show recently with somebody
Uncle Milty,
who was not that one, but I don't want to totally give away who this person was. But the person, this woman was overweight.
Yeah.
She was in her 50s. She wore clothes that were too tight. She had on the leopard skin, and I'd say for an older woman, be careful when you wear the tight leopard skin.
Yeah.
On Saturday Night Live, have you seen the Cougar Den with Cameron Diaz? And they dress up like these older women who are cougars, and they've got the growling and everything going on, and they're all wearing leopard skin and tons of lip gloss.
The hell is that all about?
I think you want to dress pretty. You want to dress, wear some nice fitting jeans, wear a sexy top that shows off your breasts if you have nice breasts.
Yeah,
and don't go overboard with the lip gloss.
Right. Exactly.
Do you know what's sexy with leopard skin? For a woman who wears leopard ears, I like that. And a tail.
And
I like a leopard ears. And pause.
Wow, that's good sound advice. Sound advice. You sound like you know what you're talking about as far as the cougar thing and the dom thing goes. And fantastic having you here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been great. Great to
Jimmy,
meet you all.
You got the plugs?
I do. I kind of wanted to get spanked a little bit too, but
did you?
I don't know. I'm not as submissive.
Take a little. See what it's like.
You give me like 2 or 3. Not really hard, but it's not my thing. I'm just kind of. I've explored it briefly with girlfriends. But I've never really. It's not, I really not play with it.
Probably like CBT.
I've done a very very minimal amount of that.
Tied up. And a little.
He likes BTK.
Well, as long as I don't catch H, all right.
I'll give you a few spanks.
Yeah, let's get the spanking.
Yeah.
All right.
You want the spanking?
I do.
Yeah, give him a little spanking.
And the book's called Hot Cougar Sex: Steamy Encounters with Younger Men by Alona Paris.
Oh, he's pulling right down. Look at his hairless little ass.
He's got a nice ass.
Wow, she is digging Jimmy's ass. That's fantastic, isn't it?
Can someone mic the cougar, please?
Oh, baby.
I got to be honest.
Is it doing all right?
I'm loving cupcake butt.
Cupcake butt. Is that a butt from a guy that's eating a lot of cupcakes, or is it cupcake?
It means it has crumbs and frosting.
They're beautiful.
I got to be honest.
Yes.
She is a good spanking. It's like
what makes it good, Jimmy?
She's touching it sexy.
Yeah.
She's she's rather firm in her swats, and she caresses it really nicely. She gives a good fucking spanking. I got to be honest.
A nice ass. Though.
Wow.
It makes it all the better when the ass is like this. Reminds
like that.
Me of hot cross.
Ever wonder what your mom sounded like?
Oh, wow! She really wound up on that one. Her leg lifted, and she smacked it. Good ass spanking, Jim.
I'll be honest.
Good one.
That was
wow, she's really
that was good.
Yeah.
That made my
cupcake.
day.
All right.
What is it? Cupcake
butt? Cupcake butt.
Yeah.
Cupcake butt's gonna be at Caroline's tonight.
Yes.
I will be. I'll be showing my cupcakey asshole off tonight through Sunday, Caroline's. You put a candle in it and sing happy birthday.
All right, we'll do something, I'm sure.
Let me give you the plugs here. Ilona is signing twice. She has book signings, 2 of them.
Next door.
I've done them. If no one comes, it sucks. So come if you're around here. It's 119 West 57th Street.
Eve's Garden.
Eve's Garden, 12th floor. It's right next door to where XM here. We're at 111, so right next door on 57th. That's Saturday. I had no idea it was there.
I've been here 4 years.
2 to 4 p.m.
I haven't seen
floor.
any perverts.
And a week from today, which is next Thursday, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., she'll be at Come Again, which is another sex shop, 353 East 53rd Street. Is that like are these porn boutiques like with booths in them?
No, they're not. They're sophisticated adult toy stores, and they're pretty and they're sexy, and you'll see a lot of sophisticated people wearing trench coats. But,
That's old school.
Yeah. And I'll be on all next week with Larry Huff. We'll be doing The Love Doctor. And
Really?
we're gonna be
From
on
Channel
11. And Larry and I are going to be interviewing couples, straight, gay, bi, whatever, who have problems. And we're going to be giving them gift baskets, meeting with them, and then I will be giving them my sexual tips to help them out in their relationships.
How
That
about
was
you
a
give
good
us
spanking.
Yeah, how about you give us one sexual tip that our listeners could use today? And
A
it doesn't even have to
sexual-
be that cougar thing.
A sexual- no,
just a
I
good
think, well,
sex tip.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Oh,
And,
I get it. C-U-M.
I think, if you are giving your man a blowjob, which I assume most men like, something that you can do, which is very nice, is tea bag, suck both his balls, but then take your fingernail and lightly scratch underneath his cock as you're going up and down on the cock.
Oh.
And you will find that he will like this tremendously.
Well.
Are we talking the taint or the actual shaft?
No, the shaft of the...
darling, the shaft.
Yes, yes.
I got to be honest. You can't miss. Now, listen, I don't mean to jump in here.
Yes.
But you can't miss the ass crack. Let's be honest. It's excluded from all activities, and it shouldn't be. When I'm receiving a blowjob, I like a pinky. Nobody says
Up your
anything.
ass?
I just like it to mosey into the neighborhood. I don't like it just to move right in. I like it to back the truck up against the garage door a little bit.
Yes.
Just kind of.
And how about once it's in,
then
it swirls a bit?
Yes, here's how I like it to
a
go
good
in.
swirl, darling.
I like the pinky against the ass.
Yeah.
And then I want to hear, take this faggot, and 4 fingers shoved in quickly.
All righty then. Yes. So that would be my one sex tip for the day.
Yeah.
I think a woman kind of likes the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Back up the truck and then gently deliver the goods and do a swirl. And I think if you're using your tongue on the clitoris, I highly recommend swirling, boys.
Yes.
Swirl.
No,
she
see,
needs
women-
a good swirl for the holidays.
Women hate that when you go by the clit. Well, here's what I do.
They do?
Yeah,
Jimmy
All right,
taught us
Jimmy.
all this.
I
Watch this.
flatten my tongue out, and I go, and I make that noise.
I'm sure they just love that.
And what you got to do is you have to know where she's at. So I'll give 3 or 4 of those, and after the 4th one, every time I go, you gonna come soon? You gonna come soon? And I'll just do that. And eventually they come. They go, I came, stop.
If you,
Yeah, right.
the best way to tell if you've eaten pussy properly and done a good job is your face should feel like the chief has just put a pillow over it and tried to suffocate you in Cuckoo's Nest. You really have to use the entire face.
Well, what if she's a gusher and she gushes all over your face?
Okay, what is it? Acid? It's not like fucking like Newman in fucking Jurassic Park. I'm gonna.
You gotta start running through decks of the Nostromo.
Yeah.
I had a girl squirt one time. I thought it was the dirtiest thing. I freaked out. I jumped up. I plugged in an iron. I threw it to her. I pointed. I'm like, get out! Get out! You're leaking! Get out!
I can't see you
love
doing
it.
that. Of course. Yeah.
I would think you would love it. And supposedly, when a
Seen
woman
'em.
gushes, it smells like clover.
Really?
Clover.
Yes. The gush has a clover
Cloverfield.
smell.
No, I've had a couple gushes in my life, not many.
I've seen gushers here in the studio. I've never been with a gusher. That
Have
would
you been
probably
able to get
frighten me.
somebody to gush
But,
right on the table here?
A girl was able to gush. She
Right
was
into Big A's
right into
face.
this guy that we know, Big A.
Yeah.
And she
right
wasn't,
into his
she
face.
wasn't peeing. She was
No,
having,
she was gushing.
having
Yeah,
a
yeah.
gush.
She was.
I'm not sure. The jury's still out. Could've been
No,
piss.
dude, that was like a spray that wasn't piss.
No, it's not piss.
Believe me, I've
wasn't?
seen
You don't think it
enough
was?
girls
All
pissing
right.
outside
No, that definitely
dumpsters
was
and
not
in the
piss.
woods and shit like that.
Because it would be yellow.
No, some of it actually got on my shirt.
Really?
And I smell. It was not piss. It actually was quite good.
It
smelling.
tastes different.
It smelled very
Yes,
good.
like clover. Yeah. So
Like
there you go.
clover.
I don't know if it smells like clover.
My boyfriend is obsessed with my gushing, and
You're a gusher.
yeah, he's
Wow,
obsessed.
gushing
and
cougar.
is constantly,
that smell like?
hoping that we're going to have the big gush of the century.
Really?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
gets you to gush? What exactly makes you come that way?
I think there has to be an
age.
awful lot of foreplay. an awful lot. And then there has to be a lot of foreplay, a lot of, in and out, and then back to the foreplay.
Yeah.
You have to get the woman she also has to be very relaxed.
Does it taste like Ensure?
No, you bad boy. You get over here. Let me spank
kidding.
you.
I won't be spanked. Why I will not count out of your dumb spankings.
See, here's the
I want to
problem.
see those cupcakes.
No.
Oh, no. Come on, Ed. Show her the cupcakes.
No, Opie, you've worked with me so many years. You know that's going to happen.
She wants to see your cupcakes.
Oh, Opie, we've been working together for how many years? And you absolutely know it's going to happen, don't you?
But she wants to see the cupcakes.
Nah.
Tonight, I'll just tell you what his ass looks like. Picture 2 cupcakes that have had lots of dicks in between them.
No.
Oh, my God.
I beg to differ.
And how have you seen his cupcakes?
It looks like a deep, ugly chocolate cupcake with white frosting always leaking out of it.
Oh, I have never taken a cock in my ass, Jimmy.
That's what Anthony's cupcake looks like.
Cream filled.
I would never.
Cream filled.
Yeah.
My God, man.
All right, let's get
ho-hos.
Let's get her out of here, man. I mean, she did good, I guess.
She really did.
Hot cougar sex.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Alona Paris.
Good job.
Thanks, guys.
Very brave of you coming out during the daytime.
Really?
We got the book signings. The book's called Hot Cougar Sex. Yeah.
Hot Cougar Sex.
Yeah.
Thanks a bunch.
Pick it up if you're a cougar. Thank you so much for coming in. Good luck at the book signings.
All right.
I'm sure you do great.
Thank you for the spanking.
And the spankings.
yeah.
I enjoyed that
Fantastic.
very
Sam
much.
enjoyed it.
She's a very nice lady.
Yeah, we liked her.
She's a nice lady.
Sure.
Here she goes.
Why don't we give
There's
her
our studio audience. Give her a little hand there. And she walks out. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
She's walking over to the side to get her accoutrement. She's got a big fur coat over there. Is that a fur
Of
coat?
course she does. Leather pants.
Fur coat. What do you got there? Oh, look, she just showed her her ass there with the leather pants.
Oh boy, I missed it.
And she's getting her what is that, real fur? Yeah, okay. I'm
Real
not
fur?
against that. Believe me, don't worry. I love it. I don't
No fur. Boo.
I don't care. Jimmy's a faggot with this fucking fur thing. Who cares? Top of the food chain, motherfucker. I'll wear and eat whatever I want.
Why are you bonding with her?
It isn't
It is mean.
It's just
no,
mean.
I'm bonding with just whoever the fuck.
No, it's
just
mean. Leave the animals alone.
Yeah,
What?
leave the animals alone.
They're here for us to use, to
They
wear,
like just to be cute and nibble
and
things.
eat. They're here for us to eat and wear. That's why they're on this fucking... If they want to fucking put traps out to catch us, so be it. If a fucking mink traps my foot, I'll go, well, you got me.
But why would a mink do that? They don't wear Anthony
For people
coats.
coats.
They don't wear people coats.
They would want a people
They have
coat.
mink. Why would they?
Exactly. It's a step down.
Yeah, well.
That's why. They're wonderful, soft fur. What do you got? How can you appreciate it in the woods, running around? No one can appreciate a mink in the wild. They're just stupid. They sit there and run away. You couldn't even pet it to appreciate the feel. But on a nice jacket, after you've chopped their heads off and peeled their skin like a glove, you sew them together. It's a wonderful feeling.
What's going on with you and the cougar, man?
What?
You're a little excited. Something's going on with you. You enjoyed
Excited?
her.
I'm doing the show. This is all fake. By 11 o'clock, I'm tired.
You enjoyed her.
I enjoy.
You were a little more excited. I'm not saying.
All right, listen to the replay. Maybe you missed a few lines.
I'm not saying sexually excited, but there's
Yeah.
there's a difference. You're a little hyper in your voice.
If for a second
I'm not saying
you're trying
sexually
to get me to say that there's
Not an
a
attraction.
reason, no, any reason that she was in here, and that's why I have this
I'd like to
bon vivant attitude that I have right now. You're crazy.
Can I be honest, though? I would have filled up if she kept spanking me.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not a big sub, but if someone can spank you well, I've only had it a few times in my life,
Yeah.
it feels good. It's a nice feeling. It's a cool, different sensation. Because I'm so used to being the one doing it. Yeah. I mean,
That's
yeah,
good, Jimmy?
It really was. She had good technique, and what's important when you're spanking is the rubbing in between. It's the hand brushing over the ass cheeks. That's what really is central.
Just
about
the spanking is nothing.
No, like whack, 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 whack.
Yeah,
whack, whack,
that's
whack, whack.
bullshit.
Hey, Leah, when are we going to get our photos or pictures?
Leah.
Oh.
Right now, I have a copier.
Oh shit, she's
What?
giving us business, Jimmy.
Right now I have a copy. She was being sarcastic,
I
Jimmy.
like it.
You looked the fool.
Wait, can I say something though? Young women get sarcasm. Older women don't. This Alona didn't get any sarcasm.
Really?
None.
I don't think there was much sarcasm being thrown out. I think it was all insults.
I enjoyed my daytime line.
Oh, Jesus.
I happen to
woman.
like my spanking. I gotta be honest.
Yeah?
Believe me, I'd love to say I
So
didn't,
not
but
into that.
It filled me up a little bit.
Interesting.
Dude, she was into it. She got all
Oh, yeah,
giddy.
she was definitely
She
getting
got all
into
giddy.
spanking your little hairless ass. And I just didn't think she liked Sam, too.
Jimmy, if you weren't involved, would you?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
I would.
Jimmy will fuck anything. You know.
But I won't, though.
There
No,
was
she was, I
there was
would
something
actually.
about her.
Leah, I hope this doesn't hurt us. That I admitted that I would have gladly had sex with Ilona.
What?
Hope this doesn't hurt my future with you.
You're taken.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
No, I'm not.
Well, I just wanted to plug your show. I'm going to be there Saturday night.
Nice.
What show?
Caroline.
10:30.
All right, well, I'm glad you're coming.
Thanks.
I'll see you there.
Thanks.
I would leave you on the guest list.
What's that?
I would leave you on who are you coming with?
I'm with my roommate.
Cool.
Pretty hot.
Is she hot?
Yeah, well, you could put me on the list. I can get my money back.
Oh, you already paid?
Yeah.
Oh, you're SOL, as they say. They don't do that. They just don't do it.
Okay.
Here's what we'll do. I have a scale set up. Your roommate can get on, and if she is what I consider to be fuckable weight, she gets a free drink. If not, I can get her cake, and then they charge her for it.
We both paid.
All right, well, you're very nice. I actually want a copy of this photo.
All right, let's get out of here.
I think we should
did
too.
good. We
Yeah,
did good.
I want a copy of that photo. I want a very
Thank you.
good copy. I like I said, I will hang that by my bar, which is a cherished spot once the bar is built.
Of course, it's the only fucking most youth place in the house.
Yes.
Your bar, it's the whole house. Your whole house is a bar with 3 bathrooms.
3.
There's more now.
Are there 7 bathrooms?
No, I think there's 9 now.
How many shits do you take? Do you start shitting on one and then run and then fucking penguin walk mid-log and finish the deuce in another bowl?
It's like a game show.
It's kerplunk. Yeah. I'm rich. Kerplunk. I'm rich. Kerplunk. Did me getting a spanking make you think less of me?
Aw,
She couldn't
my
think
mom's
less of you.
listening. I can't talk about that.
What's that?
My mom's probably listening.
Well, your mom listening, but I'm saying, did it make you think less of me as a man? That I'm not really submissive.
No, everyone does that, don't they?
Oh.
Okay, Mom.
Not really.
Leah's a submissive. She likes to be spanked a lot, and she didn't want to say, like, no, I understand how good a spanking feels because she likes one. Like, she'll paint something and go, how was that? And then you have to fucking just rack her around a little bit.
Yeah. Where are you from originally?
Yonkers.
I thought so. Yeah.
Why?
No, you got that Yankees accent.
Yeah.
No, I
A little bit.
You talk like Johnny Friendly from On the Waterfront.
I think she kind of talks like the girl John Travolta danced with in the dance contest. A little bit.
You'll never work these ducks again, Terry.
Yankees.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
But she's a hell of an artist.
Yes, she
Jesus
is.
Christ.
Very good
That's
work.
some good shit, man.
Thank you. You almost destroyed my spirit 'cause I really, I put 3 weeks into it, so.
I don't think you understand the show then if you thought we were going to smash it.
Well, no,
It's good.
Tears
No, I think
are
that-
cherished on the show. I
Yeah,
know
it is
that,
true.
so-
That is
yeah.
true.
not only does she understand the show, we don't understand the show because we were nice about it. What faggots we are. But if you were 300 pounds heavier, that would have got fucking kicked through the window.
You know, you might be right.
But the
It might be you that was the reason we didn't smash it.
300, Danny said 20.
20.
Nah, it's very good. It would have been dishonest to
shit.
break it because it's really good.
You can
Yeah.
sell copies of that.
That's right.
All right, slow down.
Some of the listeners would
kidding.
buy that. I'm telling you.
Well, we'll see at Caroline's
Look, they're
tonight.
nodding right behind your fucking head, saying,
Yeah.
yes, I would take a copy of that for a few bucks.
It's a little homoerotic if you're not in it to have it. Because
Yeah.
we're all, shirtless.
That's why I
and
drew it.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact you gave those two guys
Yeah.
fucking big muscles and me just a plump little ass.
But your
always
ass
talk
is
about
out.
your
You're
ass,
eating a
Jimmy.
building.
And an
what's wrong
Aussie
with-
shirt.
And she knows that, like, when you get mad, you bite things.
Yeah, you're eating a
So you're,
building,
like, biting
Jimmy.
the building, and there was a tranny, right? There's a tranny in there. It's a woman in a dress and then a big boner poking out. But done with a lot of class and very well. Yeah.
All right. All right, let's go home.
Let's go home.
I wanna go
right
home.
now. No fucking around.
I want to go home.
All right. See everybody later on Pal Talk.
All right. Make believe the show ended, and now we do this. Proflowers.com. Is it Proflowers?
Oh, shit.
Better be.
Proflowers. Yeah, okay. So listen. Show's over, but we're going to, talk about Valentine's Day for a second or two here. They got a deal for you, the listener. You go to proflowers.com.
Right.
It's going to be a microphone in the upper right-hand corner. Click on that microphone. It's going to ask for a password. You type in Opie and Anthony. If you do that at proflowers.com, you're going to get 1 dozen Sweet Expressions roses for only $39.99, and you'll get a second dozen for free. So they make it complicated. Basically, you're getting 2 dozen roses for just under $40.
Mm-hmm.
A penny under $40. And they throw in a free glass vase. That's right. And they're guaranteeing Valentine's Day delivery. I would do it now. Get it over with. Get it out of the way. And then you can enjoy your life. Proflowers.com. Click on the microphone in the upper right-hand corner. Type in the password Opie and Anthony. Or give them a call, 1-800-PRO-FLOWERS. Mention Opie and Anthony, and you'll get the savings that I mentioned here. Using my password always gets you a free glass vase and special deals, whatever that means. Go to proflowers.com. Click on that microphone. Type in Opie and Anthony, or give them a call. 1-800-PRO-FLOWERS. See you tomorrow. PRO-FLOWERS. 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 See you tomorrow. PRO-FLOWERS.